Now let's get lively. Gather round, let's sort the buyers from the spies, the needy from the greedy, and those who trust me from those who don't. Edenden V, fuck you!
Get the fuck out of here.
Man, you fight with nobody.
Best of all time, and before time was even created.
Follow me home. I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Don't be scared, homie.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Oh my god, dude, it's an MMA fight, dude.
Twist that dick.
Twist his dick.
Ladies and gentlewomen, it is indeed time for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching along at home. This is the Eggplant Tornado podcast, the fight podcast for the common man. We're coming at you live at a Garden Disaster Studios. I'm one of your hosts, Nettie, and with me as always is the man, the myth, the legend, the Griff. How's your Perry hat, buddy?
Warm.
Yeah?
It's warm. It's fucking chilly in here, lads. You know?
It is, man.
So, it's got to keep it warm.
That's
keep
it, man.
Real, you know.
I'm keeping-
Stay cozy over there, Griff.
You know it.
That's
You
why
know
I'm keeping my cap on. And sitting down at the end of the table is a man that needs no introduction, but we'll give him one anyway.
You got to give it to him.
A being made of pure logic and the prediction wizard himself, Rumi. How you doing this week, buddy?
Pretty good, boys. How are you?
Oh,
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad.
top tier.
Back from our stint in the desert.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah.
Covering
It
the
was a big
business.
week.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
had it covered. I seen on the tubes.
Yeah, we did our best.
That's it. Speaking of which,
Done what we could.
if you're searching for us on the YouTube, you search the Eggplant Tornado Podcast. Same for the Facebook, and Instagram and TikTok is at Eggplant Tornado Podcast. Eggplant
there.
Tornado Podcast, wherever you find any of your audio listening needs.
And while you're there, you might as well hit follow, share, subscribe, whatever.
Subscribe.
Whatever
Definitely that
page
subscribe.
has that you're on, just hit that shit.
All
It'd be
that good
dope.
shit.
That's
If
it.
you're on YouTube, hit like or dislike.
Get it on time every time.
Yeah, get amongst it. Get
it.
amongst it.
Griff, what have we got in store for the people here this week?
Just the staple, Nettie. The believe it or not,
We do.
just a staple of the Eggplant Tornado podcast. We're gonna go over the Bivol Ramirez fight.
We are.
Good fight. We did a little companion. Just
We did
you
a
and I,
companion
We
over
had
there on the
family-
YouTubes.
family duties, but we're gonna go over it. Froome was watching. UFC 281 analysis. That's
Gonna be
Adesanya,
a big one.
the Adesanya Pereira fight. It's a good one. It's a good one. Then we'll just lead out into everybody's favorite segment.
Oh.
Got
Got to be there.
Not a massive stash show today, but you know, the boys are back.
The boys are back.
We're gonna get it done. We'll definitely get it done. So I feel like we'll start off with a little believe it or not.
Alrighty. And what's almost become a staple of Believe It or Not, fucking Tyson Fury.
No,
Usyk
boy.
believes Fury is scared to fight him.
Usyk believes that.
Yeah, and then I might as well just lead into this next point as well. Usyk says that he wants to fight March 4th, or not at all until later in the year. Bit of Fury's own medicine for him.
Fair enough.
What do you guys reckon?
I mean, I just don't know what to think when I hear anything in the heavyweight division anymore.
Yeah, it's really...
I
don't know.
get why Usyk just wants to do it. He just wants undisputed.
Yeah, exactly
He wants
that. He said he
undisputed
doesn't
in
want
the
to
two
fight.
fucking divisions.
He just said that he doesn't want to fight unless it's for that fourth belt.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess he's also sort of entitled to say that sort of shit to Fury. Like, Fury isn't signing a contract to fight anybody
No.
who could beat him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he had the chance to fight AJ. Chance he could get beat.
Mm-hmm.
Put stupid stipulations in. And just fights Chisora.
Exactly.
So I don't see him rushing to fight Usyk. Even though
No.
he keeps calling him a blown up middleweight and the rest of the bullshit.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
but won't.
exactly chomping at the bit to fight him.
That's it. Like, it could be easy for Fury if he was like what Fury says he is to just go walk through him.
Yeah, let's go walk through him.
Yeah, but he won't
No.
because Usyk isn't that. He's fucking top tier, really.
And Fury will be like,
Swarming
oh, I
this
need more
motherfucker.
time.
Say it again, sorry.
Fury will say he needs more time. He
Yeah,
won't be
exactly.
able to fight
Yeah.
March 4th.
He'll fuck it around somehow,
Like,
no doubt.
Or there'll be
then-
some fucking excuse.
so, and then if he doesn't do that, we're just going to get fucked around for a undisputed fight again for another fucking 4 years.
That's it. Well, and we know that fight's not going to happen in the US. It's been like absolutely confirmed that like him, John, and Tommy are all like completely barred from going to the US due to mob links with that Daniel Kinahan dude. They're involved in
Yeah,
with that MTK Global shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I think I seen something that Connor was involved in that somehow.
I'm not exactly sure.
There was like a list with like 500 people on it
Yeah.
that were like all involved in like one way or another.
Yeah, right.
But it's just like, it's stupid the way they've done it. Like, oh, you're his associate. Well, it's not Fury's fault. That bloke's a fucking dodgy businessman.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, Fury got paid money off him, which is probably like fucking drug money or whatever the fuck.
exactly.
But
Like
that's
unclean, but
Not Fury's fault.
exactly. It's got nothing, like he didn't have anything to do with any of the
Yeah, like,
dealings
what's
that
it
that
got-
dude was involved in.
What's it got to do with John and Tommy?
Exactly.
But you're just blaming or doing this to all these other people in the hopes that they'll catch his Kinahan come. But like, no one's giving him up.
No, fuck that. Why would
Exactly, man.
you?
Like-
And end up fucking where Nettie was.
Yeah.
Don't fuck around.
Fucking desert.
Out in the desert, mate. You don't want to be fucking around doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of dealings that Fury could have been involved in, Arslanbek Makhmudov, a name ring a bell to you?
Yeah,
at
definitely
least?
to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4 ranked
Makhmudov.
heavyweight with the WBC, says he would have accepted terms for a fight December 3rd and would have been ready in time.
Everyone says
Yeah.
that.
Well, but it's just interesting that, like Chisora had to be the one because he was the only one available in the rankings, but this dude's literally ranked 10 spaces ahead of him and said that he would have been ready in time, and I don't know. Why the fuck didn't Fury look into that option? Oh, he exhausted all options. Well, he obviously didn't because this guy says that he would. He's number 4 ranked for your belt. What the fuck else have you got? Like, there's literally no answer that he can fucking give.
Yeah, no, he should be fighting someone ranked higher.
Yeah.
Like, the only answer that Fury has to give for this at all is he'll be the first like heavyweight champion to have like had
Two trilogies.
Like what?
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck?
fucking cool. That's
Fucking-
great.
No one cares. Like, this is a trilogy that is not worth seeing.
See, that's
No.
the thing. Like every other single heavyweight trilogy or whatever it is, shits all over both of yours combined.
Like, he could like literally go have a trilogy with Usyk.
Yeah, That's it. That could be-
If Usyk beats him, he beats Usyk, and they go at it again.
Yeah.
that's it. That could be worth a fucking like a legendary trilogy. One against Wilder and one against Chisora. Yeah, sick, cool.
One against
Yeah.
Wilder and one against Usyk.
Who
Or
gives a
even-
fuck?
Or even one against fucking AJ.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking
Yeah.
Exactly.
huge.
Yeah, so I just don't know what goes on in his fucking head.
Do we ever see a trilogy between AJ and Usyk, you reckon?
It depends. Depends if AJ can get his stuff together.
Depends how long, and also how long
Usyk wants to hang around for.
hangs around for.
That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
He said he's not interested in anyone else but Fury.
And that's just for now. And yeah, and who knows how he's going to feel after that. But I mean, he's probably still got a good couple of years left in him if he wants it.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna try and get out. Like,
While he's
sooner-
still good, yeah.
sooner rather than later.
While he's on top,
Yeah.
which is, probably the way to go.
like, I reckon probably another 2 years or so, and he'll probably
Yeah, depending on, if people actually get around to fucking fighting him, that is.
But then like the heavyweight division isn't that big.
No,
at the
it's
moment.
not.
Like, there's not that many names sitting at the top.
There's a couple of up-and-comers, but they're not really at a position yet where they could be challenging for titles.
Yeah, like I seen through the week, AJ said he'd fight like Philip Hergovich and a couple, and
Otto Wallin and stuff like that.
yeah, and like
Which be good fights.
Philip Hergovich is the IBF mandatory. So if he goes and beats Philip Hergovich, he's automatically straight back in line to fight Usyk
Yeah,
when
exactly.
the next IBF mandatory rolls around.
Yeah.
So like it's not like we couldn't see it. Like that
Exactly.
trilogy.
And you probably find that's why he's gone for those kind of fights, because they will propel him back into a heavyweight title picture.
All right. Well, second question: how does AJ do in a third fight against Usyk? Same. I see it going the same way. I don't see AJ being able to learn anything that.
The only reason it goes any other way is well, that's the thing. AJ is getting better. Like, he definitely performed better in that second Usyk fight.
I think Usyk's getting better as a heavyweight.
The only
as well,
thing
though.
that happens is
He needs
if
to lose
Usyk
muscle.
loses a step in the next couple of years. I don't think there's anything much AJ. I don't think AJ can get better enough with how good Usyk is right now to do any different. The only thing
AJ,
that happens is Usyk gets worse because of age.
I feel like AJ needs to lose muscle, so then he doesn't have that build up coming like late into the fight. How he seems to just like be drained. If he
Yes.
wasn't carrying as much muscle, like his muscles would have more oxygen for a bit, and he probably might have been able to finish Usyk in that ninth round in that second fight.
I think he naturally,
Or-
has power, so
You
it
know, he
makes
would
sense.
have been able to come out and kick on in the 10th,
Exactly.
where he gave him like that's all the difference. He needs the cardio, lose a bit of muscle. Like me and you have said like time and time again when we've like had conversations. He needs to go back to like 230,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
like he was when he was first on the scene under Tony Sims. Like he needs to go back to that weight.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
Definitely.
Tony Sims is a good coach, eh? I like him.
Yeah, he's got Conor Ben.
Yeah, well, that's how I like kind of
He's got a few of them.
like started to recognize him.
He's got
been
a
watching his
few of
show.
them. Tony Sims.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, he's good though. I like that. I like that. Dude.
But yeah, that's my thoughts. Like
Oh.
it probably would go the same way. But,
Yeah.
like if AJ could lose a bit of muscle and
Yeah,
whatnot, like it'd probably help him.
Keep up with him, yeah. And
Yeah,
have that,
like-
just have that extra punch to throw in those later rounds. It might make
Yeah,
all
like
the
Usyk's
difference
got gears on gears, but like if AJ's just got enough,
to
to,
keep
like,
up with him.
yeah, to half keep up with him coming on late and being like to be able to throw them punches back instead of just fucking like eating them, I suppose, when Usyk starts to come on strong.
Yeah.
Like it could work in his favor, but yeah, it probably would go the same way.
Well, the last point here on Fury's fucking escapades for the week: 98 sections still unsold for Fury versus Zora 3. What do you boys reckon? They probably come with a free bag as an incentive in a couple of weeks.
So what happened to the 60,000 that are sold? Are they like
60,000.
Did they just get like brought and then like put back up on like Viago?
Well, like,
Whatever
apparently-
it is,
nah.
like-
Yeah, apparently they're all over resale sites.
Oh, they
And,
are.
Yeah.
All right.
People like bought them up and then just tried to resell them straight away because they thought people would be clamoring for the tickets. But
yeah. I don't think anyone's really
Who
clamoring
gives a
for
fuck?
that fight though. Like, no one's that excited for that fight.
Yeah, like the only reason that fight even like does
you can pay me to watch.
half decent, like the only reason it does half decent is, as I said, like Chisora is a big name in the UK.
That's it.
Yeah.
They love him, but like this is a chance for everybody to go fuck you, Fury.
Mm-hmm.
Give us the fights we want, cunt.
Yeah, definitely. He's a madman. Fury. He's a fucking madman, bro.
Like
I love it.
98 sections. That's nuts.
It's very interesting.
Half the stadium.
But speaking of AJ before, doing an interview over the weekend at the Ramirez Bivol fight, he reckons that he won't be back until next year as he's battling mentally to get back into the ring after back-to-back losses and the constant scrutiny over the potential Fury fight. And then I might as well just lead into this, considering it says AJ could fight Wilder in return, as Hearn reveals contact for the first time in like 2 years with Shelley Finkel. Actually replied to one of his emails, apparently.
Oh yeah, I remember you was talking about that beef not long ago. Wait, so have Wilder and AJ ever fought? I haven't.
No.
That could be a fucking fun fight.
It's been
bro.
talked about several times. Like Froome went through the other week. Like there was probably like 2 or 3 times it was supposed to be done, and then one time it was considerably closer than the other ones, but it still fell through again. And then the whole
Yeah.
fucking Fury Wilder arbitration, which brought upon their third fight. So yeah,
Because that would be a fun fucking fight.
it'd be fucking very interesting.
Yeah.
I see AJ probably winning it.
I hope so, but he's also got a suspect chin, and Wilder could land that one fucking punch.
Very true. I mean, you've never seen him really get just out colded one punch though. Like even with Ruiz, he kind of tried to keep fighting. Something was weird in that fight though, man. Even before the fight started, something looked off. With
Yeah,
AJ.
that's definitely true.
And like he's fucking eating some pretty big fucking shots from other people and kind of taking them.
Yeah,
And kept fighting. So I feel like he's got a decent chin. Like anyone can get cracked and go down.
Mm.
But he's never been like, yeah, fucking probably finished.
yeah, that's also true.
So, but like I do get ya. Like we've seen Wilder throw half a punch at fucking Hellenius cheese and fucking.
Yeah, just turning
Smush him, bro.
fucking lights out like
Just
it was
smushed
just
him.
nobody's business.
So you're like, yeah, Wilder clearly holds crazy power, but I reckon that's a fucking funner fight than
gonna
Fury.
be interesting if it fucking comes along. But
Wilder has the power, but I don't think AJ stays at that distance.
nah.
Like he's gonna force Wilder to move backwards, and Wilder's gonna be fucked.
Yeah, he's just gonna stand on him.
Like push him around. And
Gonna hit him with the Rikishi. The fucking
Stink face.
nah, the arse drop off the second row.
because AJ will burn
Gonna
out
chest.
after 6, 7.
AJ will.
Yeah, he starts to burn out sort of after 6, 7 rounds.
Yeah.
But, like if Wilder comes in, sort of like he did for Fury, because he'll like bulk up to try and compete with AJ. He's fucked after 3, 4.
Yeah, that's also very true.
Like so, Wilder has to come in light, which is gonna like disadvantage him because he's gonna be fucking tired if AJ makes him carry the weight, which we've never really seen AJ do though. But if he comes forward, Wilder can't really do much.
Yeah.
I only see that sort of going one way. And Finkel replied,
Finkel.
I'd like to see
Shirley Finkel. How old is she? Is she like 1,000?
It's a guy.
How old is he? Is he like 1,000?
Like 1,000.
Shirley Winkle.
Who has that name?
That
Like,
guy. Just that one guy.
that dude has to be the fucking oldest. Like he's from like medieval times or something. Fuck that dude.
I want to know what he replied, but like he could have wrote back and told Eddie to fuck off.
Yeah, you gotta just have like
Fuck you, Eddie.
Eddie Dick Eddie.
I'm not fucking. Yeah, we're not fucking interested.
Yeah.
Like we haven't been for 5 years.
That's right.
Yeah, well, who fucking knows? Because that would be a really good fucking comeback fight for him.
You know who else got come on the back? Yeah.
I do. I just really wish that I'd stop saying it so that you'd stop saying the joke. Real, I'm gonna have to like go home and train myself to like not say that phrase.
On his return.
Fucking hell. I went through all that hardship for this bullshit.
Kim Kardashian. Got come on the back.
She sure did, Griff. Oh fuck. Anyway,
shit.
Speaking of fuckwits, Carl Frock honestly believes that if he didn't fight Groves at Wembley, AJ wouldn't have made as much money as he has. You fucking believe that statement? Like, no, if I didn't do this, like,
Griff, have you ever heard of Carl Frost?
exactly.
No.
Nah.
Exactly.
No, wait, sorry, probably once actually, because he got announced into that boxing game at some point, I believe.
Right.
I believe that's the only reason I've ever heard the name.
That's about it. But you wouldn't be able
Is
to.
he French?
You wouldn't be able. You wouldn't be able to put a face to the name. That's it. Perfect.
He's English.
That's cool.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
No, I don't know.
Fight
No, I've never heard of him.
Wembley.
I don't think he's anywhere
like
on AJ's like popularity level.
No, he's just a fucking like a sour piece of shit. Like 90% of like
He
these
is.
75% retired cunts are.
he's
Like,
sold.
will they? Won't they? Fucking like just don't cunt. Fucking stay home with your family. Fuck off.
Because what did I think he done like 80,000 or something with George Groves at Wembley.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, I done 80,000, and then like AJ done it and done like 95 or whatever the fuck it was. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I done 80,000, like, and then like Fury was like fighting there, and he's like, yeah, remember when I done 80,000? Like any chance he gets to bring it up, bro, he always like brings up that he done 80,000 at fucking Wembley.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
It's just like Instagram bio tag. It's like 80,000.
Have you guys seen Married with Children?
Yeah, that's a match.
You know how he constantly talks about himself scoring 4 touchdowns in a single game, and it's like in literally every episode?
Yeah.
That's what this cunt is like with, I'm fucking 80,000 at Wembley. He's going to be in his fucking retirement home where they're feeding him his meds. It's like, that's great, Kyle.
Like,
You better know what the fuck these guys talking about?
80,000 what?
he's on the broadcast.
Yeah.
As well, like on
fucking
TV,
God.
and they're like talking to him. He's like, yeah, like the night I done 80,000. He like just shit like that, bro, like all the time.
Oh, it's just fucking ridiculous, man. I don't know how to fucking... how he rationalizes that shit, but...
I mean, I don't even know who the fuck he is, so I feel like
No, if
that
AJ
says enough.
and if AJ wasn't 6'6" and built like a fucking Adonis, then he probably wouldn't be as popular.
Exactly, 100%.
Mm.
Like it's like,
Speaking of AJ,
Kyle's just like a reverse racist.
yeah, he's
Mike,
just fucking.
I might have said something on the companion towards AJ.
Did you?
Maybe. Something about it. Him
I
being,
can't remember.
him being better if he was white. But
It was early in the morning, so I must have missed that one.
I think he's probably better because he's black.
You reckon?
Yeah. You never see a fucking white dude fight like him, bro. Impossible.
I'm just imagining AJ is an albino.
You'd never see it.
You'd never see it.
I want to say it.
It would be mad. Don't get me wrong. It'd
Holy
be
shit, I
sick.
hope you can fuck with their characters in the game. That'd be amazing.
Dude, that would be fucking mad. That would be mad. I seen some video photo pop up today, and it was just like one of the fighters in the beta just green, like the Hulk. So I'm guessing maybe there's some type of way you could get into shit.
Oh, they made their first mistake releasing the fucking beta on PC only because people are just gonna hack that.
Well, I'm surprised it's like people. I think that's why they brought a online mode only,
Right.
because then they control the servers. So you just can't fucking
That's true.
play on it unless they've got their servers open. But if they did it so it was like just a fight now mode or something, I reckon someone would have already had it online,
100%.
which would mean sick as well. But good game, bro. Fuck yeah, good game.
Alrighty. John Fury reckons Tommy Fury will knock Jake Paul out in one punch.
I reckon that John Fury dude is literally insane, eh?
I reckon that John Fury dude grows the cocaine that Tyson.
Yeah,
shoves
he
in his
has
fucking
to,
face.
man. He has to. Hey, there's something up with that dude. He's sus ass.
I'll fight Big John. He's always saying he wants to fight cunts.
Yeah.
Big John.
Yeah, Big John Fury.
So what we need to see: Big John Fury versus Big John McCarthy.
Yeah.
That's a fight we all need to fucking see. I'll be the ref.
Big John Fury versus the Big Show.
That's another fun fight. We could have a fucking triple threat match, Nettie. We could have a Big Show, Big John Fury. We could actual fatal 4-way because we could add ferocious Jim Cambosis in there. Big ferocious Jim Cambosis.
Fuck yeah, get Jim.
He's gonna win it though. Like Mose will not even invite the other people.
If we're gonna go
Just
forward,
give him the belt.
we might as well go to the elimination chamber and chuck in Crazy John from Crazy Johns.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know who that is.
We need a sixth. We need a sixth John. Who's a good John?
Six John.
John Cena. Just get him in there.
Yeah, fucking why not? He's pretty big.
Yeah.
Relatively big John Cena.
Relatively big Cena.
As opposed to everybody else who is
Just
massive.
Huge.
So that's still just 5 people in the chamber?
No, we
because
got
can't see him or what?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I was like, wait, what?
Oh, it took me a minute to.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, do we have to add another person?
Yeah, like,
Good point.
Shit.
just see cunts getting fucking flattened by like just a ghost. Just Cena's just running around, clotheslining cunts and shit.
Oh, fucking hell, like he's glitched out in a fucking game.
Who's the comedian that has the bit about Cena? One of the comedians that we like has a bit about Cena, and he's like talking about like he's running around like, can't see me. I can see you, man. You're a fucking big steroided man right in front of me.
I don't know.
Oh fuck!
You're
I don't think about that one.
I can't think about who it is, but it's fucking funny. Yeah, you gotta get him in there.
Well, you know, pertaining to your fucking name, the prediction wizard himself, we were talking a couple of weeks ago about what Katie Taylor might do. She has called Amanda Serrano out for a rematch, and Serrano seemingly accepts. On
Get it
Twitter,
on.
she said something about like, you know, like, congrats, Katie Taylor, we'll dance again 2023.
That's huge. They could fight every weekend, and I'd watch.
Mm-hmm.
To be
yeah,
fair,
they want that at the stadium, don't
Yeah, Croke Park in Ireland.
they? Yeah, in Dublin.
Croke Park. Fucking friend of the podcast, Podge. Would probably go.
Gonna have to make his way there.
He probably would. I can imagine. He's a big
Shout out to Podge.
fight fan. Shout out to Podge. He's I've messaged him a few times. He's alright. He's catching up.
Send Podge on behalf of the pod, get him to yell at some guns.
We get him like a little lapel, bro. Get him a tuxedo, little lapel.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Eggplant Tornado Media.
you know them like the weird dude that looks at trains. He's not a weird dude, but he just needs to learn how to hold a camera up. But he looks at
I
trains
know
with
what
that
you're talking
weird
about.
camera.
And he's got a fisheye lens.
Yeah, we need one of them. Podge.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Just a lapel mic. But like, I'll just, set it up properly. That's just that dude's so strange, bro. I love his dedication to trains.
Not
man.
a bad idea.
I love his dedication to trains. Shout out to that dude. I'd love to have him on and just talk about trains for an episode.
I'd love to not. Just like,
Boom. What do you reckon? Veggie Bake Train Edition.
I just love the knot.
Man,
Oh man.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not a massive train fan myself, so
I'm just like real confused. Like, is that how like his camera angle is, or is that just like how he's actually like perceived in the world? Like, am I just gonna have to like look into a fucking like a fisheye fucking lens?
imagine that. That's just how he's built. He just looks like
It looks like you're looking at him through a fisheye lens. Oh fuck me!
That dude's the best though. I think we can all agree that he's hilarious.
Oh fucking hell!
Surely he knows that camera angle's terrible. Huh.
I mean, speaking of people that are hard to look at, Keith Thurman could potentially be fighting Errol Spence.
Keith Thurman.
Keith Thurman.
Keith Thurman.
One time.
Keith.
Could potentially be fighting Errol Spence
Keith Thurman.
on December 17th, and then Spence reckons he's moving to 154 afterwards because he's sick of waiting for Crawford.
So Spence will just move on. Spence will move on after the.
Why don't you leave the PBC?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then get
You
the
wouldn't
fight
have to
going.
wait for nothing. Like, we've been waiting for years.
Because did you say that other shit through the week about Crawford?
That's my next point. Crawford exposes Al and the PBC for shady practices, no transparency guarantees, etc.
No, did you hear about the shit with the hedge fund?
No, what?
Some hedge fund company come forward and was like, got in contact with Crawford or something and was like, yeah, we've got 50 million here, like we've got 50 million guarantee, like 25 for you, 25 for Spence.
Oh no, he did talk about that as well, but go on.
And so like Crawford was like, oh yeah, fucking oath or whatever. Got in touch with Spence and was talking to him about it. Then got in touch with Al Heyman, and Al Heyman was like, I'm not letting nobody touch this fight. just like shut it down, bro.
Raw
Yeah.
dogged it.
And Spence didn't even say like yes. His response was like, "Oh, I'll ask Al.
I'll ask Al.
I'll
How
ask
about-
Daddy."
I bet you grow a fucking set of balls, you fucking bitch. I hate that dude. That's like the worst thing ever. I'll ask Al. Bet you fucking bitch slap Al and be like, look, motherfucker, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna make $25 million.
Yeah.
He's gonna make $25 million. We're gonna punch each other in a couple of months.
Yeah, and you're gonna
You
make bank as
rickety
well.
old
Why doesn't
fuck.
Al want the fight? He could make all the money off that fight.
He's a fuckwit.
Like, cause they reckon it does like 1 million pay-per-view buys.
More.
That's what they reckon. Like just for like the US.
But like
Roughly.
even I like roughly knew their names before I was like well into boxing.
Exactly.
Like I knew who they were.
With our Heyman in control, we're gonna have another like Mayweather Pacquiao.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a fucking pain in the ass.
This dude's gonna fucking have to come out of retirement when he's 80 to fight this other dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, probably now's the right time.
And
you're
like, what's Spence
terrible
gonna
time.
do? Go up and fight Charlo, who's his mate.
Yeah.
They're like full train together and everything.
yeah, that's fucking.
They're both from Texas.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. It's a whole fucking pain in the
Like, I
ass.
see them all in interviews hanging out with each other and shit. Like, they're all fucking best mates. So I like, don't really see him moving up to fight Charlo for Undisputed.
Well, I don't know. Speaking of some fights that the PBC seem to be able to fucking make, considering it's all in house, and another one that you fucking reckon was going to happen and looks like it's going to happen. Plant posted during the week that he's going to get the Benavidez fight done. He reckons it's on.
I've been calling a few fights recently for him. You got like an inside scoop that we don't know about or something? You fucking.
Yeah.
You've been talking to someone on the inside, mate, not telling us.
Oh, Eddie.
Either that or people have been listening, not telling us as well.
Got his little birds.
There's someone that's just holding out on us here, Nettie. I don't know if it's
Someone
Broom
is-
or other people.
It's got to be the other people, mate.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
It's not me.
No, but you've been on point lately. On point lately.
Just paying attentions, mate.
But yeah, what do
any
you...
intentions?
I think we sort of got our thoughts on that fight vaguely anyway, but what do you reckon about it now that it looks like it's confirmed?
How, can I just ask, what skin color is the other guy?
He's a Mexican.
Okay.
And
Okay, so he's
like-
not going to come in like, no white boy hurting me and get his fucking face punched
No,
in.
he-
No.
He's going to come in and fight.
And
Yeah.
he's
Who
gonna
is it?
make Caleb Plant look small.
Who's the guy?
Yeah, David Benavidez.
Oh, yeah, I've heard his name here.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
he's that
crap hard.
lanky dude.
Yeah, that's a fucking sick fight.
Fights like a
Caleb
fucking...
Plant's probably going to get his face punched.
Fights like
hard.
a windmill with boxing gloves attached.
Plant's going to lose that fight, right?
Can just like
It's gonna be interesting.
fucking fast combinations together.
Yeah,
Benavidez.
Plant's fucking Like I've watched a few of his fights other than the Canelo fight where he's got like outclassed. He's fucking pretty top tier.
He's slick, but I don't know if it's going to matter against the pressure fighting of Benavidez.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like even Canelo could like kind of pressure him and shit. Like a Mexican fighter's just gonna smother Plant, in my opinion.
Yeah, Benavidez is a big dude. Like Plant being slick will help. I feel like if he gets like pinned and trapped in corners, but he has to like use his footwork to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, because otherwise Benavidez is just going to smother him.
Yeah, he's just got to stick behind the jab all night. Like Plant, just keep popping it out there in Benavidez's face.
Yeah.
Like try and offset him. Otherwise, if Benavidez gets like a rhythm and shit and like starts coming forward with no respect for what's coming back,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a fucking long night for Plant.
I reckon Plant should probably get a better nickname too.
What is his nickname?
Sweet Hands. Sweet Hands, isn't it?
It'd be sweet fuck all, because that's what he did in that Canelo fight.
He did, but
It wasn't too bad. Like for compared to most people against Canelo, it wasn't too bad.
He did what he could. But Canelo just like put pressure on him and just stopped his game plan. Like what Canelo can do to everyone except for robots, apparently.
Yeah, which we'll get into later.
And like he talked shit before it, like everyone does, but he actually like.
Can we just talk about that and Canelo's reflexes, just like slipping that slap?
At the fucking press
Next level, bro.
It was so good.
Like you could. We've spoken about it before, twice probably, but just throws the glasses. He just knows it's coming. Motherfucker can read people like.
And like, yeah, just moves enough out of the way.
Yeah, like his fingers like brushed his face, like.
Yeah,
That's it. Gives it to him, man.
But he actually put up a decent fight in that.
Like I feel like
until he got like, never looked like he had Canelo in trouble, but like
he
put in a fucking good effort for himself.
Yeah, the only two people that did up until Bivol were fucking Billy Joe and Plant. Like Billy Joe did the best he could until he got his face fucking broken.
Yeah,
but yeah, between them two, like they kind of you could tell like they did shit that would like frustrate Canelo.
Yeah,
probably more Billy Joe, like Billy Joe moving around, fucking just not being there for Canelo to kind of work against.
Yeah,
till he broke his fucking face.
Yeah, till his face got absolutely fucking shattered.
I don't know. I'm keen to see where Sweet Hands goes with it.
Yeah.
What's the other guy's nickname?
Well,
tell me it's something better than Sweet Hands.
Have they said when roughly at all, or
no, sometime next
just
year,
early next year?
Yeah,
but fucking Sweet Hands might not be going anywhere with the fucking PBC because Showtime could be in major trouble after Jake Paul fights flop from PPV estimates.
Well, I mean, they should probably stop.
They paid the cunt like $50 million apparently.
Yeah, they should probably stop expecting his shit to do so big when, like, there's heaps of people that say that's the reason. Who's that other guy? Hassim or whatever?
Hassim Rahman Jr.
Yeah, that's the reason that fight flopped is, like, no one's going to pull out of a fight 10 days early due to weight. No one. It's not going to fucking happen.
Yeah, no.
And it's like heaps of people come out and be like, no, that was just because the card was flopping. They sold no tickets.
Yeah.
It's because people aren't interested to see him box until he fights a boxer.
Exactly.
And it was like, I think Ruckman still had like 15 pounds or something to lose at that point.
Yeah.
10 pounds or something. And like straight away, Paul's team was like, no, just pull the fight.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? Like Ruckman was like, what? I'm like,
yeah.
Still, we're going to make the weight.
They should just stop letting him do them fucking card. Let him go on his own.
Yeah, it's just let him fucking, like, I don't know. They probably just shouldn't have paid him that much money in the first place and then expected it all to fucking come back straight away.
And they should realize, like, most of the people that want to watch Jake Paul fight still have to ask their parents to use their credit card.
Yeah,
exactly.
And
then those people are going to turn around and go, you're not watching a Jake Paul fight. Fuck off.
But like,
it doesn't,
it
doesn't matter, man.
Yeah. Like half his fan base.
If he fights a boxer, if he fights a ranked boxer, someone that's fucking, if he fights Fury, I guarantee that sells higher than the Anderson Silva card does.
I've seen during the week, which I've actually forgot to put in my notes, but Mauricio Suleiman is apparently going to rank him at their convention in November, which is like...
Does that mean he can't just go fight and fucking MMA fight?
That means, he can't just do whatever the fuck he wants. It sort of can, but it won't work towards his ranking if he wants to. But the thing is now, like, if he gets ranked quite low, he'll just be able to fight a legit boxer, but still somebody who's going to absolutely fucking flatline.
Yeah, but then he's going to have the same problem. No one's going to pay to watch it.
Yeah,
exactly.
He has...
Like, go fight someone with a big name that can box. Like, I don't care how big they're boxing. Fight KSI. That dude can box relatively well.
Yeah. But even to me, now it's too late to do that. Like, you want to... Well,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've got 2 years and I'll beat Canelo, rah. Well,
Yeah, you can't go
now
kind
you're
of backwards from fighting Silver and fight KSI. That doesn't make sense.
Now you're going to... Like, now his whole thing's going to be, I bet the greatest striker in MMA history.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he was
well,
like 80 though. Kind
now-
of the fuck out of it.
Fight someone inside the top 10.
Fight us, Jake Paul.
Yeah.
You fucking weasel.
Like, now fight someone who's legitimately ranked.
I guarantee he's gonna wrestle in WWE soon with his fucking brother.
Well, he was
Guarantee
at
it.
that event or whatever.
Yeah, I
It was
seen
like
something
Crown
and he was
Jewel.
like, some other fucking queer looking fuck was coming out and he's like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, come get him.
I
The
commented,
fuck out of here, bro.
I commented on one of them videos.
Yeah, get him.
I seen it and I was like, yeah, just the, like, it was like, oh, Jake Paul knocks out the Uso brothers.
Yeah.
I think I put on there, I was like, oh, yeah, just another couple of scripted knockouts for Jake.
That doesn't play well at him doing that, like, after everyone's like, all his fights were scripted.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go
to go to
fight.
wrestling and pretend to knock people out.
I'm going to go save my brother.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, man.
You know, man. I mean, speaking of flops, Zarafa claims verbal agreement to be murdered live on television by Triple J.
Fuck's rough.
I will pay for a ticket to watch him be murdered live on TV.
Oh, definitely. I'll be front row if I can lick the blood up.
Yeah, we can go to that. That'd be
Yeah.
dope.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, Zarafa. Like, I don't know. Apparently, he's like ranked #1 by a couple of the governing bodies or something, or by like the IBF or something. So he's like right up there. He's entitled to have a shot.
Yeah.
But he's gonna probably get poleaxed.
I want to
Oh,
see Eubank Jr. and Triple G fight. That's a fight I'm pretty interested in.
That'd be a good fight.
It's a fight I still feel like Triple G's age isn't going to play a massive factor into it. Like, I thought his age would play a factor into the Canelo fight, but I don't know.
It
He
did
seemed
a little
alright
bit, but that's
later.
only because he was fighting Canelo.
Yeah, but he seemed like okay in the later rounds. So, like, I feel like he'd fare pretty well against someone of like Eubank still.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
he'd do
Eubank
pretty
would
well.
be a better fight, but I think
Hmm.
he's going to knock Zarafa the fuck out.
I mean, I don't
And
even.
Eubank will also start faster than Canelo.
Mm.
Yeah.
Eubank will come out like he'll have to start quicker. Triple G.
Yeah.
I feel he'll have to start quicker with like Eubank than he sort of did with Canelo, because Canelo
Yeah.
takes a few rounds where like Eubank's looking to knock your head off from the first bell.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I don't even know who that Zarafa dude was until I seen him on that Mark Hunt card, or maybe the card before that or something.
Yep.
Is he another Hornet?
He had a fight with the Hornet.
He had 2 fights, didn't he?
he beat the Hornet, and the Hornet beat him.
I mean, if you got beat by Jeff Horn and it wasn't rigged like the Manny Pacquiao situation, there's something wrong with this. So fuck that dude. He doesn't deserve to fight Triple G.
Well, he's gonna die, and that's gonna
Yeah,
be
well,
real
good.
fun to watch.
I hope he does die.
Yeah.
And I hope Jeff Horn's there. Like,
The rapper's on the ground, Jeff just running around him.
Uncle, you were right.
if that fight happens in Australia and they put
Oh, that's apparently where it's gonna happen.
The Hornet does a rebar.
if they put the Hornet on commentary again, some bad shit's gonna happen, eh? I'm not gonna name it while we're on the interwebs. It's not gonna be good.
Not at all. Fuck you, Jeff.
Yeah, fuck you indeed, Jeff. Shitty
Um,
commentary. As if they get him again though. They're like, oh, we could just get, anyone or this dude that can't even form a fucking word, let alone a sentence.
yeah,
Literally just go get a fucking hobo off the side of the street. They're gonna do better than him.
100%.
Tell him the dude's name is alright. That's fucking whoever the fuck.
Yeah, just say
Zarawa
what's
or
happening in
whatever.
front of you. Don't talk about how punches are good.
Yeah. And how punches can sometimes be punches.
Yeah,
Sometimes
punches are definitely not punches.
they're not
But
punches.
except for the times that they are, then they're definitely punches.
Yeah, you want them to be punches.
Think you. Alrighty, moving on to some UFC news. We had a UFC Vegas event on the weekend. Amanda Lima
did.
stops Marina Rodriguez in the 3rd round. Staying to be back up for the Whaley Esparza co-main next weekend.
Who?
Whaley and Esparza.
No.
Amanda Lemos and Marina Rodriguez. No idea.
I had no idea.
Does one of them have kind of shortish hair?
Yes,
Yeah,
That's
okay.
not
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I believe.
I believe she's Lemos is a Brazilian. She was fighting in like the yellow.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
But
I
yeah, she's
kinda
obviously
recognise
that.
her a bit.
She's obviously like right up around the top of that strawweight division.
It was like a first round stoppage or something, wasn't it?
Third.
Third, was it?
Yeah,
You know what'd be mad?
I did see highlights. It was a pretty interesting fight though.
Dana, if you just like, if you got a minute and just click into this, just like, have a weekend off. You don't need to just have a card every weekend and just have some of them fun fights on like the prelims and then just have good cards all the fucking time instead of just trying to fucking shit out fucking ESPN events every fucking weekend.
Yeah,
That are impossible to keep up with.
It's one of
man.
those things. It kind of feels like the way
Impossible.
like Drake
Yeah.
was releasing albums for a little while. It's like, all right, like quality over quantity, son. Like fucking, just take a fucking week off. Exactly. Like put that as like fucking open the main card next weekend with that fight. Make it a 6-fight main card.
100%.
Like,
Or even just have that on the, like, not the bottom prelim, but like the other prelim. Because they have like the pre-prelim and the prelims.
yeah,
Yeah, you gotta get like
Weird
real
stuff.
fucking you
Weird,
gotta have
hey.
like UFC Fight Pass, which
Mm.
like the early prelim.
There's
That's what I
like
mean.
two-
So you
yeah.
got to pay for that, and then you've got to pay for. You've either got to have Foxtel or KO or something. So there's another fucking subscription you got to have. So to watch all these fucking UFC events, it's literally going to cost you like fucking a couple $100 a month.
Mhm.
Like, oh yeah, I got to get this main event. Oh yeah, then I got to fucking get this because it's on fucking ESPN this day. So I got to get fucking Foxtel. Oh, now it's on KO the next week.
As opposed to we
What
got
the
to watch
fuck
a
out
mad
of you,
fight
man?
on the weekend, but like not free because we pay for a subscription, but it just came with our subscription.
So yeah, it's just simple. I just don't like. It's so hard to keep up with. Like it got to like Sunday night, and I was like, oh, it was a UFC event. They don't advertise it for shit.
No,
They just fucking pile them on all the fucking time.
that's it. You just get stuff coming up on YouTube that says like, oh, it was on, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was clicking through like the KO app on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I wonder if there's like any boxing or that on today. Like I haven't seen. And like the Justice Hooney fight was there. It never really got any fucking notice here.
Mm.
Yeah.
And there was another card that was on yesterday. It was I think it was a top rank card that was on KO.
Okay.
And like that UFC fight night was on there. And like I hadn't seen anything about the UFC fight night until I clicked
Yeah,
in. I was
just
like,
zero
oh, fuck.
advertisement.
I
Hey,
was like, oh fuck, there's UFC on.
but it's one of
Yeah.
those things. Like if people are willing to sit down and watch those fights, they probably don't need the advertisement for it. But they're probably already going to sit down and watch those fights, kind of thing.
Yeah, but just advertise your shit. You're gonna fucking shit it out into the fucking universe and just be like, here's all this shit. Fucking advertise it.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd be like, yeah, we're a fucking fight podcast, and you just don't even know there's fucking UFCs on them.
Yeah,
You should
exactly. It
fucking
makes
pretty
it
much
kinda
sit
hard
on
to
their
cover.
page and like refresh it, like, oh, that fight's happening.
Yeah.
Because I'll post about an important fight, and they'll post that fucking 17-year-old retarded looking fuck with a massive ass. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the bottom half of his fucking head, but like, why the fuck do I care about his fight that's coming up in like 6 months when he's
Like,
old
yeah, he's
enough
going
to
to fight
fucking
in 6
fight?
months. It's like, oh, cool. Can we just have like audio for that? Because I don't want to look at his fucking
Hmm.
face.
But like, advertise the fucking
Bigfoot.
fights that are important. Not this fucking kid that can't even fight yet.
Bigfoot Silver's kid.
I can't believe they put him in the game. He hasn't even had a fight for the UFC yet.
Yeah,
He's in
people
the
will be
UFC
fucking
game.
furious
I hope he
about
comes
that.
out and like for some reason they've just mismatched him and been like, yeah, this guy should be a bit of a trash can, but he's just a psycho and just fucking eats his face live. Like just eats the bottom half of that dude's face.
Just some
live.
WWE shit. Just some dude goes all the way through the fucking like the weigh-ins and all that kind of shit, and the fucking press conferences, puts on a little bit of an accent, and then just rips his fucking wig and beard off, and it just comes out. He just fucking
Yeah.
German suplexes
Yeah.
him over the cage into
Yes.
the crowd.
Mauls him, bro. You're like, what the fuck?
Fucks
That
the
was
other s-
hard to watch.
Fucks the other side of his face as
Yeah.
well.
Like make it real hard to watch, but like at the same point in time, if you can sit through
I mean,
it,
harder to watch.
yeah.
Fucking, they're already going to do a close-up of that cunt's mug, so that's pretty fucking...
Imagine being the photographer to do like the
Bunch of
promo
kids,
shot.
ladies and gentlemen.
Just the promo shots, like, can you like not do that thing that you're doing?
Show us your good side.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have one.
I goddamn. Can you like tilt your head down? You just got to fucking photo of like the top part of his forehead and the back of his head. You're like, yeah,
Josh,
that's
your
it.
good side just turns around.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with a bird's eye view. Oh, God, even that's terrible.
Man.
Bring back the fish lines.
Go over there in that corner. That's good.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Oh, fucking hell. Sterling Cejudo in the works for 284 in Perth.
Fuck that guy as well.
Yeah.
Like, earn your fight. At least have like, nah, actually don't even have a tune up because Sterling's going to fucking maul that dude.
Yeah.
You seen how the size difference between them?
Oh, it's fucking huge.
Sterling's he's getting kind of too big for that weight. So it's probably going to be one of his last fights that weight. And he's going to be big for it. He'd be sick. I hope he just lays on top of him and just dry humps him for 25 minutes.
It'd be
Dope.
fucking great to see him just get absolutely mauled.
I think Vera was calling him out too, or Cheeto.
Yeah, and Sterling did say that that's like an interesting fight.
Yeah,
Like I think he owns it too.
He
So,
like responded back to him like on Twitter.
yeah, and he said that
Sterling,
he
yeah.
reckons he's owned it.
Yeah, so
That could be another. That is a fun fight. I feel like Cheeto's kind of underrated.
Cheeto plays into one of my later points here as well.
Cheeto's are nice too.
Yeah, but he once again, like he's feel like he's done enough to earn a shot in that fucking division. He's been around winning for fucking ages.
He beat fucking Dom Cruz recently, which is like, yeah, no fucking small achievement in that division, really.
Exactly. Well, you know, staying on the subject of Cejudo, calls O'Malley Ronald McDonald.
That's pretty funny.
Was it? Well, I had the comment of like, "He's funny, you fucking dwarf," but I was gonna wait for your girls' responses. It's not bad,
I read it,
But-
I read it and I was like,
but
probably the funniest thing he's ever said.
It would be the funniest thing he's ever said. How about you grow up, you fucking short little fuck? You're like 3 foot tall. You're like the size up to O'Malley's fucking knee.
but the thing is, like
The bloke who said he wants to fight women shouldn't be trying to pick on anybody.
he
O'Malley's
said he wants to fight women. Cejudo.
Cejudo, yeah, he wanted to I'll have to find it and send it to you, bro. It was
It'll be
fucking-
some chick that can't fight. Yeah, I want to fight fucking Britney Spears.
No, it
yeah,
was like-
how do you talk shit?
No, it was like back like when he retired.
Yeah.
He was like talking about fighting like Nunes for like a title, like
Nunes would fuck him up. Hey?
Oh, that'd be great to see.
or something like that, bro. It was somebody.
Yeah, but
like-
I feel like that's why they have women and men divisions. But like even to the point, like I feel like that's a mismatch. I feel like Nunes would fucking murder
Oh,
him.
Nunes is a fucking animal.
But like, yeah, he was like talking about wanting to like a division with like men and women or something. He wanted to go
God.
beat a woman or something.
Fuck, man.
It was not long after he retired.
He fucking would. That's something that cringy cunt would say.
He's
But
so fucking.
O'Malley's response was, he heard from somebody that Cejudo has $37 in his bank account. He's trying anything that he can do to get that fucking changed.
I mean, yeah, he's probably fucking right. Like he retired and just thought he was going to be relevant, but he's not. No one gave a fuck about him when he was fighting. No one gave a fuck about him when he retired.
Yeah.
Now he's like, trying to call every fucking person he can. He's just a cringy little fuck, man. People will win their fights and be backstage getting their interview done, and he'll just like go fucking annoy them while they're getting their interview done. It's like, just be a better fucking person, for one, and fucking be taller, cunt.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you fucking bother me.
Just
I hope he
stay
continues
home.
to do that at boxing events later on down the track, and one of us gets the chance to just spark him the fuck out.
I reckon he should go on the freeway and
Yeah.
just stand in the middle lane and wait. That's all.
We'll come by eventually.
We'll be there eventually. Fuck that dude, man.
Doesn't even matter what middle lane.
We'll find it.
We'll find it.
We'll fucking find it.
We'll go
eventually.
everywhere.
Yeah.
We'll find the fuckwit in the middle of the road.
Yeah. Yeah, there he is. I could sped up.
Look
Is
for
that
news
fuckwit?
stories of like someone's left a garden gnome here.
But like, I'm surprised he hasn't like started trying to call boxers out. I seen some highlight the other day, and he was like, for some reason, when Canelo went on Hot Box with Mike Tyson, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why was he just there?
I think he
Being
was like
weird.
a co-host for a couple of weeks, something Tyson does, but he was probably also there because Canelo would switch between Spanish and English.
Yeah, and need someone to cover it. All right, but like, he was just annoying the whole time, like trying to like big note himself, like, yeah, boxing. Canelo was like, no,
No.
no, you couldn't.
No.
He's like, I could
you
fight,
want
like, I could
baby?
fight like world champions and that. And he was just like, no. Pretty much like laughed at him, like, no. Even like he was like talking like, I could beat Garcia, and Canelo was like,
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
he's just like big noting himself to the Canelo, and Canelo just was just like,
Yeah, no.
like you'd get,
Oh, there's like world champion level people that I train with. No, go fuck yourself.
yeah, you would get fucking spark. It's the same.
Murdered.
Nate Diaz spars and trains with like high level boxers.
Mm.
Doesn't make him a good boxer in a boxing fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't get that whole thing. Oh, I fucking train with like high level guys. Yeah, and fucking put you in against like a low level boxer, they're gonna fucking piece you up.
Oh, 100%.
Like MMA
Train with
boxing,
high level guys, you're getting pieced up
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
training.
It's like you see fucking TJ Dillashaw and Loma spar years back. Have you ever seen that video?
I have seen that video.
No, I haven't.
TJ can barely touch him.
Yeah.
Loma's
He's
just
looking
like
up.
hands down, just fucking. I feel like TJ maybe lands one shot and Loma makes him pay for it, man. Like hits him hard afterwards and then
Mhm.
just goes back to fucking doing what Loma does. Like TJ couldn't fucking touch him.
Oh, yeah. Legit looks like
Dude,
somebody has
right.
just put on gloves kind of thing
Yeah.
and is sparring a pro.
Yeah, that's the only reason I believed it was TJ is because you can tell because he's got that weird, like,
Yeah.
weirdish movement like that him and Dom Cruz both have. That's the only reason I was like, oh yeah, that is TJ. Because yeah, you can just tell it's him from his like weird side to side movement, and then this Loma just piecing him up.
Alrighty. But speaking of O'Malley and Cheeto that you guys mentioned before,
I'd like to
O'Malley
see that
believes
rematch.
himself that Cheeto will be like Cheeto Vera 2 will be the biggest fight in the division if that happens again. Which
Nah.
also sort of leads into your point from a couple of weeks ago. If you don't reckon that him and fucking Sterling should fight, which is also probably good that Cejudo and Sterling are going to happen at 24.
Yeah,
284 rather. And then,
I don't want to see O'Malley and Cheeto fight again either. Really,
not?
not yet. Why? It's not like something like freak happened. Cheeto won fair and square, kicked him in the fucking calf. Like we've seen Dustin fuck up Connor and be able to beat Connor from calf kicks and shit.
I probably
Yeah.
look at it in the sense of like we made the point before of like Cheeto's done a lot but hasn't really had his recognition for it. And then O'Malley's like not really done that much and now he's the number one contender. So
Yeah, but unfortunately, like it's all a popularity show and
yeah, that is
it's
true.
boxing, UFC, everything. It's all a popularity show. You can be a fucking shit boxer and have a mad following, and fucking it'll get you to certain places. You know what I
Jake
mean?
Paul showing you that.
Yep,
Hey.
very true.
Said Jake Paul showing you that.
Yeah, 100%. The best fight in that division, the best fight. I don't give a fuck about championship fight. The best fight in that division that will ever happen in that division. Sandhagen O'Malley. That's all I want to see. I don't even just give them the bells. Fuck.
And they're
Fuck
close
Sterling.
enough. Like I'm sure Sandhagen's ranked higher than Vera.
Sandhagen it'd be O'Malley, Yarn, Sandhagen.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That makes sense to me. And I seen Sandhagen put a thing out after the O'Malley fight. It was pretty funny. It was just like him filming himself and it was like a sound clip in the back like, oh my god, this UFC card's gonna be so lit. And he was him like, what? It was pretty funny. But then yeah, that was like it was just like how cringy everyone is about like popular fights and shit, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there. Gonna fight someone. I probably don't want to see him fight Sterling again either.
Yeah,
Right.
Sterling's just a massive problem for that division.
I'd like to see just Sterling beat Cejudo and be like, I'm moving up.
Mhm.
And then O'Malley and Sandhagen fight for the belt.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. That's what's best for the division. Keep it young, keep it fresh, keep it to people who are just going to fight whoever the fuck you put in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Then it doesn't matter if it's just like anyone that's rising up is not going to be like, oh, I don't want to fight him.
Yeah.
It's going to be
that's
like
it.
good fights all the time.
And our last point here, Frankie Edgar confirms that his last fight will be at UFC 281 and MSG next week.
It's time already, dude.
That's what he said.
Why hasn't it already been his last fight?
Dude, he was fighting at like
Pretty sure that's
UFC
what,
80 something.
dude, I'm pretty sure that's what the statement that I read said. Something he was himself like, it should have been timed numerous times, but this time it's really fucking it.
Yeah. Thank God, man.
Fucking hope so.
I don't like watching him fight, eh? I mean,
Hey, watching guys who are good just go on for too long.
yeah. Dude, like
it's so bad to see.
he has taken so much. You go back and watch him versus Gray Maynard. Have you ever seen them fights?
I think so.
Where Frankie gets dropped like 3 times in a round and then still gets up, wins the fight. They have another fight. They had 3 altogether. Exact same shit happened. Maynard comes out, fucks him up, drops him like 3 times. Frankie gets up, wins the fight. Like, dude, that guy's had some wars, man. And like, yeah, he's taken way too much fucking damage.
Fuck yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if he just didn't even fight this fight.
So definitely a well-earned retirement then.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dana should just give him his pay
Yeah, just
and just fucking leave
let
it
him
at that.
go, bro.
Don't even make him fight again.
I swear, he's been fighting for probably like, it's got to be like, since UFC 80 something. I swear to God, it'll be like, and it's like UFC 280.
It's one of those things, like, I haven't even been following UFC for that fucking long, but I've probably been listening to the Joe Rogan podcast for about a decade, and I reckon
Yeah.
I've heard the name Frankie Edgar numerous times over that decade. So, like,
He was.
That's a long fucking career.
He was 100% in the UFC before UFC 100. I'm positive of it.
Jesus.
Or at least
He's, like,
fighting.
been at the top
Because I know
of that division.
Yeah.
For fucking years.
What
because he was in
division
the
is he at?
WEC.
Featherweight, he was.
Yeah, he was featherweight, went up to 155. And then went down at one point. I'm hoping he's not fighting at a real low weight again. I didn't like that either. He's too old to be cutting that much weight.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to look into that.
Worry about him.
Worry about Frankie.
Worry about it.
Little
Frank.
Frankie.
Little Frank. Yeah, I don't really know if I want to see Frankie take any more damage. Like, he's still talking well, he's still doing well. That's not what I want to see that. I feel like that's it for Believe It or Not, isn't it, Ned? Ned?
Ned.
You alright there, buddy?
You guys say something?
Kind of zoned out, honestly.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm alright. So that's it for Believe It or Not.
Yeah, I feel like that's it.
Alrighty. So we're gonna roll into the analysis of 281.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
281. All right, so to start off the main card, we got Dan Hooker versus some other dude.
I hope so.
You want me to try and read those names? Dan Hooker versus, like, I would say, like, Puelles or something like that. Puelles. 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 I'm just gonna go with Puelles.
I mean, you got to go with the boy Dan Hooker. He's
It's
I don't know
always
if-
fucking exciting. I don't like one of those people that's like, I don't give a fuck like who he's fighting. Like, he could be fucking like fighting like for his life at the back of a fucking Alabama Burger King. I'd
Probably
go
have.
watch Dan Hooker throw hands. I don't give a fuck,
Oh,
man.
bro,
It's
and he'll-
always exciting.
He'll throw hands. He's coming off like a bit of a rough patch at the moment, so I feel like we're gonna see a hungry Dan Hooker. I'm hoping he's gone back up to. I'm hoping he's gone back up to 155. I feel like he's a bit small at 145.
Hey, hold up.
What weight is it at?
Lightweight bout.
There we go.
That's perfect.
Where it needs to be.
Dan Hooker's gonna come out and fucking spark this dude. I'm not even gonna learn his name because he's gonna be irrelevant after this fight, Eddie.
He's gonna be going to sleep.
Hooker gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, I'm going Hooker.
Because he
Late
doesn't
second.
fucking
Late second.
He doesn't fucking hold back, man. He just
No.
goes for the fucking. He's a like.
Well,
One
I
of those
feel
people
like
that's
it-
great, but if he hurts you, it's fucking game over.
Yeah,
He will shut your fucking lights out.
I feel like he's had some pretty good competition lately. I can't think of the last dude that he fought. I can think of his name's Alan something. Can't think of his last name.
Josh Allen
No,
or Allen? Oh, hang on. Did that dude just fight for
he fought in the UFC.
He fought last
Recently.
weekend against. It's like
Calvin Taylor.
Allen Anderson or something like that.
Yeah, I
some
can't think of his last
bullshit.
name. I don't think it's Anderson, but yeah, he fought him, and that dude's fucking good and like fights aggressive, fights really well going forward. And I don't think Hooker was really like thinking he was going to have to fight backwards, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that dude just like pushed the pace, and yeah, and then he fought Islam.
Mhm.
He's like now champion. He fought Poirier. He's just fought the bear.
Yeah, that's it. He's had some good level of competition.
Yeah, everyone knew the top of the division.
Yeah, so I feel like he's going to come out. I don't even know who this other dude is. Maybe he comes out and gets fucked up again, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, that's it, man.
I see that boy, especially like being on an Adesanya card. Like, just like the brotherhood's going to be high.
Yep.
Yeah.
Support's gonna be there.
It is.
Up next, we got Edgar versus Gutierrez, and that's a bantamweight bout.
I mean, we were just talking, so that's 135, man.
He's gone down.
Yeah, why does he keep just going down? I mean, I'm glad that's his last fight. I hope he sticks to that, and we don't see him come out and fight Jake Paul for some crazy reason.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like, he comes from fucking fighting at 135 to fighting Paul at 200. So Edgar's also fought higher than 155. I feel like he might have fought up at 170.
Really?
Him, BJ Penn, like all they used to all do that. Go up heaps high. Because there was only like limited weights down low. They didn't have like bantamweight and that shit.
Right,
They had
right.
lightweight and then you'd move up. I feel like a lot of them fought much heavier than they should have.
Okay.
I hope Frankie gets the win. I hope he fucking just puts on a mad show, gets like another fight of the night bonus, and just rides off into the sunset.
That's it'd be good to see him right off in the sunset on something nice.
It would, man. I want to see that motherfucker get sparked again.
Yeah.
Like he fought Sandhagen, got fucking slapped.
Yeah.
Fucking who else has he fought lately? Pretty much anyone he's fought lately. He's just got fucking murdered. Cheeto. Got fucking his face
They're
rearranged.
just putting him in with killers too.
Yeah, but he's fucking like he's in one of the best divisions in the UFC. I feel.
Yeah, that is true.
And, like,
And it's
they're young and hungry.
If you're floating around at the top of it, you got to fight those people. So
Give him a trash can, bro.
hopefully this guy is.
What's his name?
Gutierrez.
Send him out on a high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like let our boy go out off into the sunset. Same as Cowboy. Like, man, he needed one more win to like have some crazy amount of wins in the UFC or whatever, and they just fed him killers for his last fight.
Yeah,
Then he just had to retire on a loss.
like the nicest guy of all fucking
Oh, dude,
time.
and done so much for that company. Just keep, like same as Frankie Edgar. He's been around. Fucking, we should have looked into that.
Yeah,
Fucking God, he's probably been around since the first ever UFC. He was probably one of them dudes just reincarnated since then. No, Frankie. He was probably
Probably
fighting
like-
heavyweight.
probably like was driving taxis back when like Dana's parents needed to like be taken to the hospital to give birth to him.
Yeah, and then like had to fight people like security to get like his parents in. And
Mm.
Frankie Edgar is a legend in the sport. Yeah, I really hope he gets the win, and I hope he gets it done in style.
Mm-hmm.
Frankie Edgar's kind of crazy knockout style, and just puts his cowboy hat on, meets up with Brock Lesnar, does some hunting.
Rides off into the sunset.
Hopefully.
It'd be good.
Fingers crossed, fingers
But all right, moving into the real meat of the card here.
Oh, here we go.
This one's gonna be a fucking good fight, man. Poirier versus Chandler.
Oh, what a banger of a fucking fight! The real main event.
Holy shit.
Some would say the real main event.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking
Oh.
fireworks from start to finish.
No, not really. Actually, I just don't
Like,
know.
I don't even know what to say. I'm just gonna be in fucking my element, just watching people actually want to throw down.
Oh, dude, it's
Like,
gonna
it's
be
gonna be so good.
amazing.
I feel like
I can't even give like a prediction. I'm assuming
feel like-
Poirier's gonna get it done, but
yeah, I feel like Poirier's boxing's too slick. His shot selection's too slick, but he also works in like half kicks and lower kicks really well.
Mm.
I feel like he's probably gonna like do what he did to Connor with Connor. Like everyone was like, "Nah, no way, Connor's gonna fucking knock him out real quick." I guarantee Connor hits harder and faster than fucking Chandler does, maybe except for that fucking soccer kick.
I was about to say, but Chandler does have the potential of like turning your head into a fucking football and just kicking it into the
Yeah.
goddamn raft.
He's got that relentless pressure too.
Mhm.
And he also has the potential of like changing dimensions.
yeah,
With the power of one kick. So, you know, you've just got to really stay away from that kick because you don't want to get sent where he's going to send you.
you reckon he's gonna try it again?
Fucking hope not. I mean, Ferguson's kind of like weird.
I do need
He
all
might
other
look
funny
away
faces to add
and
into my repertoire. That would be
I don't
quite
want to see
amazing.
Poirier's face though.
I like Chandler.
Yeah, I like Chandler too. I just don't want to see that happen to Poirier, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to see it either because I also really like Dustin.
It's
But
hard enough
it's
to see
one of
happen
the,
to
like you
Ferguson.
said, like I think Dustin's just going to be too skilled, too smart for him.
Well, it's not like Chandler's really skilled as well. Chandler's got really good wrestling. Could play into it. He could tire Dustin out with the wrestling.
True.
Relentless pressure, like you said, for him. Chandler will
Always
just, like-
coming forward.
Yeah, Chandler just won't stop coming forward. You seen in the Gaethje fight. Gaethje would fucking clip him with shots that would put most people away, and Chandler would just keep pushing forward,
That's it, man.
land his own shots. I feel like Dustin's in for a long ass night. He's not going to stop him.
You don't reckon?
Nah.
His accuracy and precision, I feel like he could
Yeah.
stop Chandler late in the third.
How many? What do we want to say there? Does it say underneath that it's a 5 round or anything?
No, it doesn't. But I'm assuming it's only a 3.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't see him beating him in 3. Because, like, Chandler probably would get tired later on in, like, the 4th and 5th, and that's where Poirier really, like, pours his pressure on type thing. It's been a while since we've seen Poirier in a 3-round fight. He might
Yeah,
just
it's gonna
come
be
out and
interesting
fucking
too.
fight.
I feel like
Crazy.
the style of Chandler doesn't help with the leg kicks of Poirier. Like
No.
he's very like leg
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
Like he's
yeah.
like very heavy on his feet. Like he uses
Yeah.
that base. He's
Yeah.
like pretty like
Hops.
and generally like pretty low coming forward.
Yeah.
Like he needs them legs. If
Oh, Poirier's going to chop that front leg up.
Like if Poirier's able to fucking, you know, sort of, like he doesn't like Chandler doesn't fight like McGregor, but he relies on like sort of that heavy footwork.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Poirier starts tagging up that fucking leg,
Yeah.
like if Chandler can't fucking move just like McGregor, I feel like he could potentially put him away, but like there's some fucking solid ass legs you're trying to boot the fuck out of too. Like on Chandler, there's some fucking
Tree trunks. Man.
yeah.
I do enjoy Poirier's boxing, how he will like mid combo rip to the body and shit. I feel like that's going to be super effective against Chandler.
And he's got real good upper body defense too. He's got that weird style where he kind of stands like this.
Yeah, elbows
but
out.
like it works for that UFC style of like wider boxing kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as like MMA boxing, I reckon Dustin could be up there as one of the better ones. Yeah.
Like
sure.
He would be like in terms of like punch selection and shot accuracy, I think.
Yeah.
Like the way he's like his punch placement.
Oh, he's a sniper.
I don't see like many people like competing with him.
No.
Like on that level.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Connor. But like old Connor.
Yeah.
Like before he got fucked up by Diaz and Mayweather and Khabib.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know, Poirier doesn't seem to waste too many punches.
Nah, fuck no. It's rare, like even if he's not hitting you right on the chin, he's fucking hitting you in the chest. Like he's fucking just hitting you.
Yeah,
his shots generally always landing.
Yeah.
He's got really good, like he kind of rolls with shots. He's got like good boxing defense, good checks kicks well. Yeah, I see him just kind of early picking that leg apart.
Yeah.
Maybe first round picking a leg and probably working his way to ripping the body during combos during the second and third.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see him. Poirier's finished people that I wouldn't expect him to finish though. Like Gaethje, I didn't expect him to finish Gaethje and he got it done. So maybe.
I think he's one of those people he's got heavier hands than people think when they actually get hit. Like they get hit and they're like, oh, that's not much. But it's the fact that he can accumulate those shots so consistently, and then it's that one that puts you out after like that accumulation of shots rather than just that one punch fucking knockout power.
And he's that bloke that flies under the radar too. Like he's like people just like hear Poirier and they're like, but like people forget how good he actually is. Like
100%.
I think he hits real fucking hard. I've never seen Max Holloway take the amount of fucking damage. Even in the last Volk fight that Poirier put on him in their fight.
Yeah.
Poirier beat the shit out of him, dude.
Oh, he smashed.
And every shot you were like, oh. Like they were fucking brutal. But Holloway's kind of got that like light defense, just trying to like box with his hands down and shit. And Poirier was just fucking lighting him up. Yeah, I see his boxing being too good. His leg kicks being too effective. Chandler could go real wrestling heavy. I feel like that's probably what Chandler should do.
It's what he should do, but I don't think it's what he will do.
He likes wars, man. He said that like when he first signed to the UFC, he's like, I'm gonna make this entertaining.
Yeah, which he fucking does.
After every fight, he literally yells like win or loss. He's like, are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just kicked a man's face off and definitely entertained.
Yeah, 100%. That's pretty fucking entertaining.
Done backflips over his corpse. It was sick.
Yeah, like you got beat trying to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm entertained.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's like,
I mean, I think I've seen him do one takedown since he got to the UFC, and it was that crazy takedown on Gaethje where like he was just trying to fucking put Gaethje onto his neck.
Yeah.
Like he like John. It was like, yeah. So lucky Gaethje knew what he was doing. He probably would have landed right on his fucking neck. Yeah.
But he does have crazy power in that department.
Fuck yeah, he's a real good wrestler. Yeah, I see it being like a pride thing. They don't like each other. So they're probably going to try.
Yeah.
Fucking stand there and bang. I mean, to me, that's the real main event.
Oh, it's going to be a fucking good one.
And
depending on how the actual main event pans out.
Well, I'll get to why that's the real main event when we get to the main event, I guess.
Okay. We'll move on to the co-main then. Esparza versus Zhang for the World Strawweight Championship.
Zhang's going to fucking beat that bitch up, bro.
I hope so, man. I really like Zhang. She's so respectful, but she's a fucking murderer.
I was about to say I'm taking Zhang for sure.
I like how she's rocking the Theo Von haircut.
Oh, yeah. She's got a fucking sick cut going at the moment, eh?
The only person I see beating Zhang is Rose. And
she's done it before, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck was going on with Rose in that last fucking fight, but that sets up a fucking another title fight for Rose, and I want Rose to get the belt back.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about anyone else but Rose. So she's got the belt. All's well.
But yeah, we're all in agreement that Zhang's
Zhang's gonna
spark Esparza out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Esparza's getting a bit too far on her career. I don't even know what style she is. Like,
Kind of a mix.
yeah, like what? A what?
I
Yeah, like I get.
I've kind of seen it like try a bit of everything, just not do it really well.
I feel like
Kind of like when you get like that home brand Neapolitan ice cream and you got like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
strawberry and the vanilla and the chocolate. It's like, I mean, this is okay, but none of it's great.
yeah.
Like that's literally like her skill set.
I mean, she doesn't win that belt if Rose has like an on night. Like,
Oh,
there's no
no,
way. Like
100%.
Rose just wasn't there.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck was
It
going
was,
on.
it was, yeah. The Lopez effect was hard in effect,
Yeah,
like that night.
yeah, it was
100%. Like if Rose was on her game, then Esparza it'd be another. Would it be their third fight? No, second fight. Rose and Yang, because that was on that card that we watched at your place.
They had the head kick knockout. They
Yeah,
had the
fuck, that was a good
full
card,
fight, the full 5 rounds, where Rose kind of just like
Oh,
boxed
so they
her
have
up,
had
I'm
2
pretty
fights.
sure. I'm
So
pretty
this would have
I'm
been their
pretty positive.
trilogy.
Had 2, haven't they? Who?
Zhang and Rose.
and Zhang.
Yeah, they have had 2 fights.
Yeah, it'd be trilogy. That'd be a fucking. Is that the first women's trilogy potentially? Because I know Ronda and Misha only fought twice, didn't they?
Could be actually.
Yeah, they only fought twice, Ronda and Misha, back in the day.
Trying to think of other female trilogies.
Look that up.
There hasn't been many.
I don't think there's been any.
There hasn't
Who else
been,
was
like,
on that
well,
card?
there hasn't
we
been
watched?
many like
That was the card that Chris
enough
Weidman
big
broke
women
his leg.
names.
Well, I know fucking Shevchenko and
I thought you said Shevchenko then.
Shevchenko.
Who's Shevchenko?
Like
Like the UFC's cook.
Oh, Lomachenko, Chef. You're Papachenko,
They all just,
Shevchenko.
I feel like
they all just pile into a mess hall afterwards. It's Shevchenko.
She just cooks them off her
Eat
feet.
time for sloppy jaws.
Oh, it reminds me of Billy Madison.
I do know who you're talking about though, because she was also on that card. She was the fight beforehand, remember?
I feel
But
like
she got
she's
that-
fought someone twice though.
She put that chick in the fucking, is it a crucifix? Where they've got their arms, the opponent's arms are spread out like that, and she's
beating
wrapped her
her.
legs, and then just starts beating her fucking face in while she's got her in a crucifix. So her arms are just,
Why do they call her a crucifix?
it looks like Jesus on the cross. Was that a genuine question?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No,
No.
it wasn't. But I feel like she's fought someone twice. So I feel like there's like a potential that she could have a trilogy at some stage, but she just kind of beats the piss out of everyone. Nunes, maybe? I think she might have fought Nunes twice. Earlier than one recently, potentially.
Could be.
Yeah, fuck that. Let fucking, who is it? Zhang fucking get the dub, which he's going to, I feel.
And then fight Rose
and
again.
set up the Rose trilogy. That's huge. That's a big fight too.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rose got the head kick the first time.
And then sort of pieced her up the second one.
Well, it was close to the second one. Like, I don't think it was like she got gabed or anything, but yeah, I feel like Rose won the fight, but it was definitely closer.
Oh, I'm not saying she got robbed, but like it was like
No,
Rose
but,
definitely
like-
put on a better performance kind of thing.
Yeah, but I was just like trying to put the fight back together, and I was trying to like piece what together happened in the second one. I'm pretty sure it was pretty close, but it was like pretty decisive. Rose took the win.
Yeah.
Third fight I'd be mad because fucking she's only getting better. Not Rose, the other chick. I don't know what Rose is.
Zhang's fucking great. I love watching her fights, man.
Yeah, she scraps.
Alrighty, moving on
The
to the main event here, which is a trilogy. Adesanya versus Pereira.
It is. They've had 2 fights in the kickboxing.
Mhm.
Pereira winning both times. The second time by knockout.
Yeah.
Um,
With that weird left hook that he's got. Hey.
he's got a fucking deadly left hook, man. Well,
It's like a weird lunging hook, but it's like also pretty tight at the same time.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like
it's
half.
weird. He's
It's
got
like,
like
it's
one
like
arm
he
to-
takes half a movement
It's
kind
like
of thing,
half,
and then
like jumps into it, but like half pulls back at the same time.
Yeah.
Just, like lets his arm like wrap around.
yeah,
it's fucking.
It's weird.
It fucking puts motherfuckers to sleep. And I mean, Adesanya is probably going to be watching for it because he's not going to want to get clipped by that
Cena
again.
fucking huge. He's looking in the build up to this fight.
Pereira.
No,
Or Adesanya.
fucking Adesanya. Pereira already was big, but Adesanya's like packed on heaps of fucking muscle.
I mean, it sometimes not good going into a fight.
Yeah,
Like he didn't even do that when he went up for the yarn fight.
yeah.
He stayed pretty much. He just didn't cut, and he just went up how he usually looks. I don't know why he's trying to do that. That seems weird to me.
Well, yeah, how do you reckon it's going to go? This is real fucking hard to call.
It's super hard to call. It's fucking so. It depends how Izzy fights, man.
Because Izzy could just outpoint him.
He can try.
Izzy has to come to fight.
Izzy's tried to outpoint him in kickboxing and got fucking slapped.
Yeah, but from what I've seen of Pereira when he hasn't been fighting the most high level opponents kind of thing, but going back and watching his like
Well, Strickland's pretty high level.
later kickboxing highlights and then like his early like MMA highlights kind of thing, especially those fights that he's had in the UFC, like he definitely doesn't move the same way. Like Adesanya's completely fucking different to those days. Like he's just slick in and out kind of thing.
Well, Adesanya's also real used to MMA.
Yeah.
And threats of takedown, threats of worrying about getting taken down and shit. Neither one of these dudes are going to try to take the other one down.
No.
This is a legit kickboxing.
Yeah, we're going to watch a kickboxing fight.
100%.
With less
got a lot
rules.
of fucking stakes behind it.
It's going to be kickboxing with less rules, unless Adesanya comes out with a game plan to take him down, which isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I watched a thing on Adesanya this morning. He was talking about like, oh, I'm just going to I can just come out, put some jabs in his face, kick his leg, fucking run away for a little bit. Like, having fun with it. Like, he's not going to do that. But yeah, I agree with him. Adesanya's got to come out and fight, but make it an MMA fight, not a kickboxing fight.
Yeah.
Like, work in the clinch, because kickboxers won't work in clinch the way the MMA fighters will.
Mm-hmm.
Get him against the cage, fucking... Maybe that's why he's getting heavier, to lean on him a bit.
Sort of leads into like the point that I made, that I reckon that's why he's putting on that muscle so that he can sort of get him into those positions where he can hold him against the cage, where he can tire him out a little bit, get those like clinch shots happening.
Yeah.
That Usman shit where he's like stomping on his foot, just trying to take out his weapons.
Yeah, he has to, because he can't be at range of Pereira with 4-ounce gloves on.
No.
Fuck no.
Pereira got longer range, like longer arms than him.
Yeah, I think so.
He's
got like
taller.
long ass arms, dude. Like the way he hits his left hook, like even on Strickland, just he did like so fucking far out. Strickland, like still with so much power, like crumbled.
Yeah.
It's like so I don't know. He's a big dude. It's so hard to fucking try call. It depends how like.
But you don't know what Izzy you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It depends how Izzy comes out. If Izzy comes out, with something to fucking prove, like he did on his way to the belt, you're probably gonna see him fucking bark this motherfucker.
Well, it's one of those things as
He's
well.
gonna come out with like that point to prove.
He hasn't had a lot of a reason to do any of these last couple of fights. Like I reckon the last fight, because did he win the title from Whittaker?
Yeah. Oh, interim, and then they fought for the actual belt.
Okay, so I reckon that interim fight against Whittaker was probably the last time he really had to concentrate
he
in these last couple of fights. Because who else has he fought?
He won the interim against Gaston. Didn't he?
And then had to fight.
And then
for the normal.
Had to fight Whittaker for it, and then Whittaker had the
belt.
immediate rematch.
Yeah, and then they fought.
Right, so I reckon he really hasn't concentrated since that Whittaker fight, because he pieced Whittaker the fuck up. He knocked him out the first time, then pieced him up the second time.
Well, he stopped Costa early, and no one had stopped Costa.
But this is all afterwards, is my point.
No, he beat Costa after Whittaker. Like
that's what I'm saying. So like
after that, just lazy.
Yeah, so after the
Not
first...
lazy. But...
Well, even for that Costa fight, man, like, yeah, he was like a little bit like amped because Costa was talking shit kind of thing, but he didn't try that hard. He didn't have to try that hard kind of thing. He just outstruck him quite easily and then knocked him out. So I reckon, like...
He was a bit more aggressive I feel.
Might have been a bit more switched on, but my point is, like, fighting that level of competition, like, then who did he go on to fight after that? Vittori, and then somebody like Cannonier, who's dangerous kind of thing, but none of these dudes have posed any type of threat that Pereira does. So, like, we're definitely going to get a different Izzy this time than we have the last couple of fights.
Hope so. It's going to be a fucking shitty night for him.
Well, you were saying that you reckon this shouldn't be the main event, so... when you touch on that,
I don't feel like we're going to see an aggressive Adesanya. Look at how he's fought against people that are nowhere near his striking level, that just have power, with Romero, fucking
Cannonier,
fucking the Costa. Not Costa, fucking
Vittori.
Yeah, like he just fought real fucking smart. Tried to just make it as boring a fight as possible, just to make sure he fucking gets the fucking win.
Yeah.
I think he's probably going to feel in his head he has to fight Pereira like that after getting fucking sparked out. But yeah, it's a different fucking sport. I just hope that Adesanya kind of doesn't get lulled into like a kickboxing fight. Because then that's just going to be like,
Bad for him.
yeah, super bad for him. He needs to make it an MMA fight and just make it as boring as possible. Which is fair enough, do that. You're fucking facing some kind that sparked you. Like, and then you went away from that to MMA. So just be like, well, this is why I came to MMA. Now I can fucking hold you against the fence and fucking knee you in your legs and fucking just, drain on you, man.
A bunch of stuff that he hasn't, like he's probably experienced in sparring and that kind of thing, but he hasn't experienced when all the fucking lights are on and everyone's screaming at the back of your head.
Yeah. No. And someone's fucking trying to actually cave your fucking skull in.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I feel like Izzy's probably got to do that to get the win. Make it a boring fight, but make it an MMA fight.
And there were times in them kickboxing matches too where Izzy looked like he had Pereira like fucking hurt. So with 4-ounce gloves on, but if Izzy comes forward, he could do the fucking damage and put him away.
Exactly.
It all depends on what Izzy wants.
It's such a hard fight to try off.
Like he has to come to fight. He can't not. Otherwise, Pereira's gonna be on him.
Yeah, the whole fucking time. Yeah,
like Pereira wants that knockout again.
But that's what I feel like could also work well into Adesanya's game. Is like he's fucking beautiful at counter striking, man.
Yeah,
and he
has to come to fight against Whittaker.
Yeah, be willing to get into them dog fights up close.
Yeah, you got to be willing to be in that pocket to
land them little tight hooks.
Yeah, to be able to slip and
That's how he got fucking slept.
Throw with him.
That's how he got slept in that kickboxing fight. Pereira just timed that hook when Adesanya was in close throw. Because you know how Adesanya will go in close throw, he will generally throw wide hooks, but they were one after another.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pereira just timed it. Just fucking, crumbled him. So I feel like that could be dangerous as fuck for Adesanya to a certain degree, especially with 4-ounce gloves on. Because, I don't know, it depends though. I don't like the idea that he's getting muscly. That concerns me. He's it plays into what I want him to do, and just go weigh on him and drain him kind of thing. But if he comes out all bulky and not used to his
coming for that power, looking to knock him out maybe as well.
Could be.
That's what I'm hoping he doesn't do because he's gonna be slower.
It's gonna be fucking. Yeah, but I feel like he's still gonna be quicker than Pereira.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah, that's the only thing he's got going for him.
Speed,
precise and powerful as he is quite slow.
Mm.
He moves very
yeah, he does a bit.
Yeah, he's very that hook does come out of nowhere kind of thing. If you're not Israel Adesanya,
and you still watch Pereira's stance. He's real traditional Muay Thai,
straight up.
He comes at you like a Muay Thai fighter. Whereas Izzy kind of got out of that kickboxing.
He now has
stance
that sort
pretty
of
quick.
stance kind of thing. That shit that I'm trying to break out of you.
Yeah, he's got that MMA stance.
Like a wild horse for him.
Can't rein him in.
Starts kicking that back leg. Get back.
But yeah, fuck it. I don't know how to try to predict that. It all just depends how Adesanya comes out. I see Adesanya winning.
I'm just hoping for a good fight.
Yeah, that's it. I am just hoping for more of an exciting fight than I've seen out of Adesanya the last couple of times. I'm kind of not partial either way. I would like to see Izzy win kind of thing because
well, I don't think Pereira's earned it. Why has he earned it? Because he beat Adesanya in kickboxing.
Yeah, that's it.
Fuck off. It's in kickboxing. What's he done to earn it in the UFC?
Well, we're going to get our answer on Sunday. It's the same thing. It's the same thing we were saying about Makhachev a couple of weeks ago. It's who has he beat kind of thing. And then he just dominates Oliveira. It's okay, well, now he's beat that guy. So he gets the recognition.
There's no one else left in the division. Is it?
Yeah, that's it as well.
I feel like they would have pushed him at another fight if Strickland had
giving him a bit more trouble. Yeah.
But he just fucking cleaned him out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. I see Adesanya winning. Points. Yeah. Yeah. I see it being a fucking boring fight. A real main event.
Points, or I reckon Pereira gets him in the 4th.
I reckon the Esparza fight's the real main event. She's exciting every time you watch her, Ned. Every time you go out and watch Esparza fight, you think, what the fuck is she doing? You just
Sponsored by NyQuil.
It's absolute female balls to the wall the whole time. That Esparza fights.
You fucking flicking through YouTube, you're meditation videos to help me go to sleep before every in the morning. There's just an Esparza fight.
Right.
Oh, what the fuck's going on? You put it on, just 2 minutes later.
Yeah,
Huh?
10-hour loop of all as far as far. You're like, it's interesting. I had the best sleep you ever fucking had.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, the real main event's that fucking that Poirier Chandler fight. I feel.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a fucking barn burner, man. Because actually, that was on that card that we were fucking, that I was just talking about. There was it was the Weidman card where he broke his leg. Then it was Gaethje versus Chandler, which was the fucking, like, fight of the fucking year.
Yeah, that
Then
was fucking real good.
Rose knocked out Weili with that fucking head kick. And then Usman slept Masvidal.
Oh, yeah, that was,
That was a fucking crazy
That was a
card,
great card.
man. Me and Freeman were on his couch, literally just like, oh,
yeah, you would.
So good.
Yeah, I just don't see that main fight being exciting because look how I just look at it in the concept of like, look how Izzy's fought less deadly strikers.
Yeah,
like I just don't see him coming out and trying to be extra aggressive.
no, it doesn't work well for him.
Cool.
I don't think it works well for him, but I think him putting extra muscle on works well into my idea of what his game plan should be. Just like weigh on him, fucking knee him in the legs, slow him right down, fucking elbow him, fucking make him tired so he can't fucking hit you with that hook. And Izzy's used to doing 5-round fights. He's fought like fucking 10 of them in the last how long?
Yeah, exactly.
Never know though.
Yeah, that's
Pereira
it. You
could come
never
fucking-
fucking know.
Could come fucking sleeping early, fucking, or Adesanya could come out and fight aggressive and catch Pereira and just fucking do what he done to Whittaker and make him look like a fucking toddler, man. And then you watch Whittaker fight people after him and you're like, oh damn, he's actually so fucking good.
Yeah.
But Adesanya just
That much better.
demobilized him type of thing. Like made him look average.
Well, that actually leads us perfectly into our fucking coverage from the weekend.
Thus.
We had Bivol V Ramirez out of Abu Dhabi at fuck off early in the morning. But your boys still got a fight companion together, exclusive to YouTube. Check it out. Also cut with some undisputed beta gameplay.
Couple. 2 games.
Yeah.
Didn't know what the fuck I was doing at
Couple in
that
there.
stage.
But I don't know. Do you guys want to, if I can even remember names, do you guys want to quickly touch on the fights that we watched beforehand? There was like 2 fights on the, like we called the last like 3 fights. It was
McCaskill?
Rakimov versus Barrett.
Oh, that was
Barrett.
a fun fight.
That was a good
fun
fucking fight.
Who ended up winning that?
Rakimov ended up winning after being dropped real hard in the 3rd by a left hook in the corner.
Yeah.
Remember, because Barrett ended up hurting his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Did we hear anything more?
I haven't
about
heard anything more about that. I'd like to look into it.
heard
But yeah,
nothing
I
about
was.
it. Heard nothing about it.
But no, I was kind of thinking that, and then like Frumi, who was watching the live stream from home and commenting along, said like, yeah, it looks like something's wrong with his leg, and then I actually started paying attention just to his leg, and I was like, all right, yeah, that's definitely it, because like you said, he was just putting weight on his toe on one foot, and then he was always falling to that side.
Yeah, he had like his right foot. It was like the weight on like the toe and sort of like the ball of his foot. Then anytime like the foot hit the ground, he just looked like his ankle hit the ground. He just looked fucked.
I mean, have you guys seen people get like rocked in UFC and go like chicken legs and shit?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me, but just like half rocked. But something could have also been real fucking wrong with his leg.
The only thing is the fact that
half
he
reminded
was,
me of when David Hay done his Achilles against Tony
yeah,
Bellew. Like he couldn't
Pressure
step,
down.
and every time he stepped back, it just looked fucking
awkward and weird.
But like, I think because that Barrett or whatever his name was, he sort of had that stance, like sort of on his toes, coming forward, and then he'd like sort of, when he was close, he'd sort of like be sort of flat-footed, like walk in. And when he was moving backwards at the end of that fight, he just looked.
It was real strange.
Yeah, like it looked like he couldn't bear to put any weight on that leg.
Well, it was just that first knockdown that sort of confirmed it for me, because like he wasn't putting the weight on it right, and he didn't really like, he got clipped once or twice, but the last like 2 shots kind of like winged him in the shoulder, and he almost like pushed the dude away as he was like falling onto his right side. So it wasn't like he got like he probably got rocked by those 2 shots because he wasn't really defending himself, but it wasn't like he, like you see in a normal knockdown where somebody sort of like drops their hands and just like falls kind of thing and then regains themselves. He's like fell and caught himself and then was sitting there and waited to get back up and then was stumbling a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was probably a bit of both too, because he copped some fucking shots in those like later rounds.
Yeah, he did. He was copping
Yeah, he
some
did.
shots.
And he was
but-
doing so well. Like he knocked down old mate in the third round. It looked like he was on his way to a points decision victory. So it's a
Yeah.
fucking, if something did happen to his leg, it's a really shitty way for him to go out.
Definitely.
So speedy recovery to him. But
That was a fun fight while it lasted, though.
I was about to say that was a fun fight. But the second one,
No, that fucking fuck off. I don't even think we should talk about that
Yeah,
other
no,
chick.
that was
McCaskill. Let's not talk about McCaskill.
What is
We'll
that?
mention a name and just say,
Shit
hey,
fight.
McCaskill.
no, well let's
Hey,
let's
McCaskill. Fuck you.
let's not talk about her whatsoever and just talk about how good Chantel Cameron did.
Oh, slick boxing. The best she could against someone that was just coming out making it.
I don't
fucking
even know.
sloppy fight to watch, man. Just
The
like
worst.
lunging
I-
herself at her, and it was just fucking terrible to fucking watch. I don't know how that other chick, I'm not gonna name her fucking name anymore. She can fuck off. That other bitch could even think that she's on the level that she could go fight Katie
Bro, it
Taylor.
looked like a charity event.
Bro, it was bad. I don't know. I don't know how this other. What's
Like-
her name?
McCaskill.
No, Cameron.
Chantel Cameron, yes.
I don't know how she's gonna do against Katie Taylor. I feel like bad.
Mm.
I feel like it's gonna be a massive mismatch. But like, you know,
I'm just sitting here thinking like they put that McCaskill on the DAZN like boxing thing sometimes, like on the broadcast. I'm so keen for her to come up on the TV when we're watching like fuck you. I'm just going off.
I hate her. I hate everything about her.
I was just thinking about that then. That's why I started laughing.
It's not often I'll walk away from a
How
fight.
the fuck did she get her hands on world titles?
It's not often I'll walk away from a fight.
You're
Eddie.
packing up leaving it.
But I definitely walked away and made a coffee because that was fucking piss poor to watch. I feel like she just made Cameron's stocks go down too. It's like heaps of people are going to watch that fight and be like, this bitch ain't got no chance against Katie
Well,
Taylor.
I think that's already happened in the sense that like you said it straight away. You're like, I don't think she's got a chance against Katie Taylor. When my opinion is really like, I don't think we got a chance to see what Chantel Cameron is really capable of.
No, that's what I was leading to. I don't think we did, but
Because how can you when you like you go to throw a punch and someone just goes and just fucking
lunges at you, hey?
And she like wasn't even lunging half the time. She was literally just falling on her.
No, I
and
mean
then
like
catching
lunging her
herself.
whole body, like not even an arm. Like it was like lunging in for hugs, bro.
Fucking understand, hey.
It
It
was
was
terrible to
legitimately like a charity event where they're like, oh, all right, you know, she's gonna die in a month, kind of thing, of her like severe fucking disease that she has that's affecting her goddamn brain. So let's pretend that she has championship belts and let her go in there with Chantel. Like, where the fuck? Who the fuck did she beat to get those titles?
I don't know.
Who?
I do want to lead into this. I got the invitation for the Undisputed Beta pretty early.
Yeah.
Just before the Cameron and that other bitch fight.
Well, the problems due to massive backlash because the fact they had to remove McCaskill from the game because
No.
nobody actually recognizes her as a boxer.
My problem, Nettie, is like she wasted at least a good fight that I could have had on that game by making me watch her try to lunge her whole body at Cameron.
Oh, 100%.
Like props to Cameron. She done what she could against this fucking gorilla of a fucking
We could have sat
bitch, bro.
there and
I hate
watched
that shit.
Arturo Gatti fight Arturo Gatti in different shorts, and it would have been a way more exhilarating fucking.
It would have been dope.
experience.
It would have been dope. And then, you know, we could have watched the walkouts for the Bivol fight.
Yeah.
But no, we had to watch this fucking clown fight. I
Mm-hmm.
hate her. And I hope. What happened to that Dan McLennan or whatever his name is? Is that his name? Did that fought Nigel Benn?
Gerald McClellan.
Gerald McLennan. I hope that happens to her. I'm going there. I hope it happens to her for wasting fucking 20 something minutes of my fucking time.
That's intense.
No, it's not, Nettie. It's fucking spot on. Fuck her.
Well, it's just one of those things, and like if you're listening to this for the first time and you're like, "Oh man, these guys just hate women's boxing," it's like, no,
Love women's
no, we
boxing.
don't. Go back and watch the Fight Companion. No, not the Fight Companion. Like the podcast we did a couple of weeks ago after fucking Shields versus Marshall, and then I think 2 weeks ago, the last podcast before I was away, where we were talking about Katie Taylor versus Serrano being pretty much our favorite fucking fight of the year.
Two of the best fights I've ever seen. Not female fights. Two of the best fights.
Yeah,
I've ever seen.
100%.
Katie Taylor versus Serrano and the fucking
Shields versus
Shields
Marshall.
Two of the best fights you'll fucking see.
Absolutely.
Men,
Both
great
women,
fights.
doesn't
Great
fucking matter.
displays
Give
of,
him a watch.
of fucking
awesome.
like a boxer versus a brawler, just like fucking brilliant, man. They were actually good fucking events, kind of shit. And yeah, then we had to deal with this.
Fucking Miss Sasquatch, for whatever her fucking name was, did fuck all. She wasn't a boxer, bro. My fucking dog or fucking something could go beat that bitch, bro.
Go fuck off.
McFucking wasting my fucking time. Oh,
Name's McCaskill because she learned how to box at the back of a McDonald's.
hopefully we see Cameron fight Taylor. I mean, she probably deserves to fight someone that
I
actually
believe-
wants to box.
It doesn't
I
look like
believe
it's
I've
gonna.
seen cats with better skill.
We opened that door and let my cat in and piss him off enough. I guarantee we're copping more left hooks than fucking McShit cunt
It's
landed the
not
whole
just gonna
fucking
fall on
fight.
you. It's gonna throw until it fucking goes down. That's
Oh.
cool.
He's
It's not
fighting.
just gonna like go down and then try and throw.
No, he's. Yeah, we can set it up, Eddie. Set the fight up.
We're gonna release some training videos in a couple of weeks here, so maybe we'll fucking tag Jessica so she can get a couple of fucking fundamentals happening.
Maybe she should just fuck off.
It's called a jab, lady.
Like
Use
I said,
one.
Put her in there with fucking
Jab
Connor
the
Bannon,
whole
and then
body.
just be like, Connor, do what your dad did.
Yeah.
And just let him fucking go to town. Let him go to town. Fuck that bitch.
Alrighty, but
moving
anyway,
on.
let's move on to the main event. Bivol vs Ramirez.
The robot.
Just a fucking display.
He just doesn't like you can literally watch his facial expression from the walkout to the post fight press conference. And it doesn't change.
It's one of those things. It's like it's not even the fact that it's like, oh, he's focused. It's like he's not capable
No,
of
no.
changing. They haven't
He
upgraded
doesn't
his
have
software enough yet.
expression. I've told you, I said it on the companion, they've only given him a handful of components. And one is walk. Let's just get to the ring. It's done. Easy. Smile. Just fucks out. He you see him try to do it occasionally, like after he'll win, and he gets some weird compute happening.
Yeah, it's like an update that they've tried to get, but it's like
They're just like,
not quite working
haven't
with
had time
the
yet.
previous software.
and it's just celebrate. No facial expression change, just dead face.
Yay.
And then the program box. And
Which is like 70% of the programming.
they've worked a lot on that programming. I'd hate to see him backstage, and before you shut him down, because he's gonna be walking. He's either celebrating or he's fucking boxing. You don't want to get fucking walking to.
You can try and get there to
boxing.
flip him off.
Yeah,
But yeah, just like
someone's just behind him.
like I was saying at the start of the segment, hang on. We were referring to what we were referring to at the end of the UFC there. Just in the sense that you were saying how Adesanya, after fighting Whittaker, you then watch Whittaker fights and you're like, oh, this cunt's fucking actually really fucking good kind of thing. So for this person to beat him kind of shit. I think it's the feeling that everybody's getting about Bivol now, because they sort of looked at the Canelo fight and they're like, oh, maybe this is just a one-off. Maybe Canelo had an off night, and then they see him absolutely destroy this 44-0 prospect and then go, oh.
Can we talk about how big this other motherfucker was?
Oh, he's
It was
fucking huge.
Where's he come down from?
Huge.
And you were
Heavyweight?
saying during the Fight Companion that he actually came up a couple of fights ago from 168.
Yeah, he's been world champion at super middleweight.
How did he make 168?
What's that movie? Got David Spade in it, I feel.
Dickie Roberts' Child Star?
No, they play they play on basketball.
Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the dude who's just got the birth certificate and it's just I'm 12.
Oh, no. You're thinking of
Transformers.
Transformers.
That's the
It's
one.
written in green crayon with his
I used
picture.
12.
That just reminds me of that guy being I used to weigh this much.
Yeah.
But he's actually used to be a heavyweight. He's just slimmed up a little bit. I was fucking monstrous.
Oh, he's huge. And then, being huge made the absolute mistake of, leaning down to Bivol's height all night instead of trying to be the taller fighter and making Bivol reach.
I think he was trying to look into Bivol's eyes and get a bit of fucking human contact.
Yeah.
He was just not getting it.
That's what they were talking in Spanish in back in the corner. They went back and they were just like, man, I swear to God, one of them's gone red.
Yeah.
There was a target on my chest at one fucking point in time. You seeing this shit?
I mean, can we just talk about how fucking good Bivol is? He's
a master
The master of
boxer.
sticking to a game plan.
bro. You just cannot fucking phase the man.
No.
You can crack him. You can keep doing what
Dude, he's
doing.
getting more confident.
Yeah.
Did you notice, in the the later rounds of that fight, his hands were down. He was moving.
He done the exact.
He was going to the
put him onto the
ropes.
ropes.
He was
Yeah.
doing
He
whatever the fuck he
done
wanted.
the exact same thing with Canelo.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like he works on one game plan for 9 rounds.
Hmm.
And then he's like, okay, I can have fun.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
you
he just
see-
fucking starts piecing combinations together.
I said
Yeah,
in the
that's it,
corner,
yeah,
they had a
around the
little
neck.
flap lift up on the back of his neck. And yeah, they were changing something.
Baby,
There was a little guy just fucking
it's around the
fine
ninth.
tuning something, bro. Yeah.
Around the ninth, they send the call to the dude upstairs and initiate fucking fun.exe.
Yeah. And you see him like still trying to smile, but he's like, they haven't worked on that properly yet. But he's just like having fun. He's
Smile,
loose.
get the smile.
Yeah. He's just like occasionally twitching, but he's like loose. He's having fun. It's
But
fucking,
yeah, man,
it's
just
beautiful to see.
another fucking stellar performance from him.
I want to see Bivol versus Henry Cejudo.
Well, we're
Please.
hopefully going to see. I'm not really sure on the prospect of like a Better Beer versus Yard because that was supposed to happen by now, but it hasn't. So who fucking knows what's going on with that?
Whose Yard's he fighting?
Anthony Yard.
Which one? What,
Anthony's
Orvard?
apparently some bloke.
Why does he want to fight Orvard Yard? I don't understand what his beef is, bro.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fucking hell. We nearly got plenty of fights in Orvard Yard.
Yeah, I just don't know why he wants to go fight the Yard. Maybe he got knocked out there sometime.
Anyway.
Fucking hates it.
But it does set up this Bivol versus Better Beer fight. And it was one of those things a little while ago, like watching Better Beer and then like Bivol's performances before the Canelo fight. And sort of going like, oh, Better Beer's just going to fucking like steamroll this cunt. Like,
Nah.
it's not going to be a fucking question. But my opinion's slowly fucking changing on it, man. I reckon he could potentially outbox these two for 12 rounds.
I don't think you can beat AI, Nettie. I think if you listen to enough people on YouTube, podcasts, etc., you'll know AI is fucking dangerous. And they've just made the most fucking dangerous AI you could fucking have. That's just a fucking punching machine.
Mm.
I don't see anyone beating him. Send him up to heavyweight to see him knocking all them out. Bivol's the best.
And he's like, well, that's the other thing as well. Like, I thought he was like,
He's really good though.
I always forget that Canelo came up from such like smaller weights kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you see him standing next to like Bivol in press conferences and you're like, oh, Bivol's fucking huge. And then you see him against an actual light heavyweight and you're like, this guy's fucking tiny.
He's not very big. He's
Not very big. He's very
solid.
compact.
He's solid.
Could he go down, you reckon?
Yeah.
That could be mad. Imagine
Say it
him just
again.
Bivol going down a weight, just pacing up whoever the fuck.
Well, he can. Yeah, he can easily.
If he goes down at weight, only you go down and it's Canelo for all the belts.
He was
yeah.
talking about if they were going to do a rematch, they'd
It's
do it at
down.
168 for all the belts.
I see him beating Canelo again. I just don't
Mate,
see what's Canelo going to.
That's what he said the other day. The only thing he's interested in his belt. Like
Yeah.
he wants to either go the Better Be fight
Mhm.
for like the belts he's got.
Or he wants to go down and fight Canelo.
Yeah, or
he
he wants
doesn't
to
want to
go
do
down.
another rematch at 175 with
Like
Canelo.
he
No,
wants to
fuck that.
rematch with Canelo, but he wants to like, I suppose, chase legacy at the same time as well. Like go down, become undisputed down there, and then just move back up.
I don't want to see Canelo lose his undisputed thing, but I see that happening if they fight. I don't see Canelo being able to.
Canelo's also out until like fucking
That's why I think he's more worried about the other fights.
midway
and then
through next year at the very earliest. So
Imagine double undisputed at the same time. Be fucking.
it'd be fucking
No one
crazy.
would have done that yet over there.
Yeah, no, he'd have to go.
Fight Benavidez and fight Canelo.
Time frames in boxing would never work out for that to like.
But if he
happen.
fights Benavidez, if that happens soon, and
Who,
then
Canelo.
no, Bivol,
Yeah.
and then agrees, beats him, and then Canelo's nearly ready at that time, and then goes, all right, yeah, I'll have the rematch down for your belt.
Yeah.
Goes down there, like you could see it happen. Like it's not something that couldn't happen.
The only way it wouldn't happen is if an IBF title was the next belt to be up for a mandatory.
Oh,
I was gonna
because
say,
they would straight away go.
Well, I don't think
He's fine
Canelo
with
would
that
accept
now.
the fight, to be fair. Like, I get the whole pride thing would be a part of it. He's going to accept the fight at the weight they fought at, because that's like the whole
The whole
Mexican
point of it,
pride
yeah.
of like, no, you beat me at that weight. I want to fight at that weight. I reckon Canelo would be like, yeah, the titles are on the line. I don't give a fuck.
They can't do that though.
Yeah, that'd be an issue they'd just
Can
run
they?
into.
No, they can't.
No, they
Got to
wouldn't.
be out
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah, I think it'd be like the whole ego issue of like, no, it's got to be at the weight we fought at.
Yeah, but Bivol holds the cards in that situation.
Yeah.
He's the one that won the last fight.
Does I'd like to see a fucking double undisputed robot. That'd be sick.
But I expected a different performance out of Ramirez than what we got.
Yeah,
And I don't know whether
Ramirez
that's
to come
just
forward.
because Ramirez was never that good or whether Bivol just completely negated any game plan that he thought he was going to implement.
Well, I feel like anytime Ramirez got going, he got punished with like 5, 6, 7, 8 punch combos.
Yeah, Bivol was
Every-
just
every
relentless
time.
with those combos, man.
Yeah, and it's
He
like,
was-
what can you do? Like every time, like, oh, if I try to get in there, this motherfucker's
And
gonna
they all
punish
land.
me. Yeah, every shot.
Yeah,
I thought
it
it was
was
all
like-
the rights landing.
As I was saying when you were doing the companion, like Ramirez looked scared to let his hands go,
He
Yeah.
did.
like that. Like it looked like he was like almost like I see it, notice him at times like feint to throw the jab, and every time he like even went to feint, Bivol was just like whoop, and just put his jab straight in his face.
Even when he did throw the jab, he was just pouring at the guard kind of thing. He
Yeah, he
wasn't
never
actually just
stiffed.
sticking his jab to the guard kind of thing, which is what allowed Bivol to know, like, oh, he's only just going to touch me, so I'm just going to move that slight bit past and just stick mine in kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Just getting in and out of that range.
it was like he was fainting, but also like going, oh fuck, like he was like his body language sort of looked like, oh fuck, like what's going to come back?
And he was standing inside Bivol's range all night, because when he was throwing his jab, you could tell, like, even when he was like throwing it with a bit of like, intention behind it, it was going like this, like it was still landing here, whereas it should have been here, kind of thing. His arm should have been extended because he had that much reach. He's just constantly sticking that out all night. Bivol's got no chance to come in. I mean, he would still probably find his way in eventually, but it'd be a lot fucking harder than him just being able to dart in and out, score jabs whenever he wanted.
Yeah, it just looked like an easy knife for Bivol, really.
That's also like a Bivol as well, not allowing the bigger man to control the center of the ring.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, I don't know, it was sort of like watching AJ versus Usyk.
Yeah, that's what I was going to compare it to.
Like, in that sense, like, the bigger man should have been doing all this other stuff, but, like, the little man just almost negated it. Like,
it's just too quick and composed.
And, like, by not taking them backward steps and letting him come forward, like, it takes that strength away.
Yeah.
Like, it takes away the reach. Like, it takes away the bigger man's power. Like, because you can't get the leverage on the punches that you need to be getting on the punches to actually be able to do the damage. And then, like, you're there for the little man to be able to land his on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which is not really where you want to be against, like,
No.
Bivol, because as we've seen, he, like, I suppose, same as Usyk, he doesn't care about knocking you out. He just wants to punch you.
And he's got short arms with really good footwork. So he's able to, like, not only like score that jab, but either move out consistently and efficiently, or move his way further in and score those quick combos with those small tight shots that he has.
Well, like, I seen one of them quick combos live while we were watching, and I was like, oh, like he was just kind of pouring with the left and just landing the right.
Yeah.
And went into a slow-mo between the rounds. No, even the lefts were landing fucking hard too. Like, every shot was boom, boom. Like,
and he just constantly finds a way to split the guard too.
And he was like,
beautiful boxing.
he was also doing, like, the right tactical things that, like, you shouldn't be able to get away with, sort of, like, the southpaw fight and the orthodox. Like, I seen, like, you boys were talking about how he was, like, just treading on the toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if he was actually treading onto the foot, the ref would have pulled him up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
But,
like,
like,
just on the toes.
but he was just treading on the toe, and at the same time, like, as you say, like, it allows him to use it for that marker, but it also, like, works in his favor that Ramirez now can't take that half a step back.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's got him pinned there for that couple of seconds while he's throwing that punch, and then when he moves his foot, now Ramirez can move properly.
Yeah.
Like, it was very smart, like, tactically that way, like,
smart,
because you see it in some fights, and, like, you'll notice that one of them's always got their foot on the other, and then you'll hear the ref, like, stop, like, stop treading on his foot, like, it's fucking illegal. But, like, Bivol had
He
it,
was
like,
so smart with it,
like, perfectly, like,
That's why I said
almost
it's like
to the-
just his tippy toes, man.
yeah,
Like,
and it was, like, just enough for his, like, for Bivol's toes to hold the end of the shoe.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, just to allow him to have that split second where, like, Ramirez can still get his foot out from underneath, but
it takes effort.
yeah, he's got to pull it
Yeah.
back that tiny bit, which is, like, sort of keeping him there for them punches.
Not the
which was-
motion that you train for.
yeah, like,
No.
because, like, everyone's training, I suppose you're, orthodox versus southpaw, you're always trained. Keep your front foot outside. Then you've always got, like, that advantage, your power hands always lining up, like, for straight down the middle.
Yeah.
So, but, like, old mate fucking Ramirez is probably trying to move his foot to the outside, and Bivol's just going, nah.
Yeah, just
And just keeping him there.
Yeah.
And just keeping him there. And, like, it was very,
smart, eh?
like, it was smart to watch.
yeah. Well, yeah, I picked it up probably like in the third round.
Yeah,
Because I was watching it a little bit. I'm like, what's he doing with his foot? Because you could see him like just picking the front of his foot up and like edging it forward, so he didn't have to break eye contact. But you could see him just feeling for something.
Yeah.
And he'd get it and just be like, okay. And then he was like happy then. He'd fucking start throwing shit.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
Computer to
Target
that shit into him.
engaged.
Yeah.
yeah, not enough for the ref to be like,
No.
man, stop treading on his fucking foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like enough for it to look like that was just where they were placing their feet, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
it was good to watch.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, yeah, he's just he's so fucking smart to watch box. Like, the way he controls where he wants to be in the ring against the much bigger fucking fighter.
Yeah, fucking.
Like, it was interesting to watch Ramirez. Obviously, he's not at that level yet.
And I'd say he's probably got one of the best jabs in boxing. Just the way that it's just fucking it's
Crispy.
piston-like. It's the same way every single time. It's the same speed and it's always got the same motion at the end of it. In the sense that he steps into it and he steps out of it kind of thing. He never just sort of sticks his jab and stands there. He'll bang out.
Mm.
It's always just that robotic motion.
He's the boxing robot. There's no other way to explain what Bivol is. Fucking mad to watch. He's only pretty young too. He's not.
Yeah, he's not heat
old.
old either. It's going to be a very interesting fucking fight when he comes up against Belieb. How do you see it going for him?
Oh, I'll have to fucking pay more attention and get back to you on that. I'll have to sit down and actually have a study.
I see Bivol by straight AI.
Because I've watched a better Beef, but I've like never sat down and like watched and taken notice of how he sets up his like punches and his knockouts and.
No, he's
like,
just a fucking animal. Like
yeah, but there's method to the madness at the same time.
There is a little bit, especially in that Smith fight.
Like there's
Which Smith did he fight?
Joe Smith Jr., a dude who Bivol also beat like 4 fights ago, something like that.
yeah, like he's a wrecking machine, but like there's some method to the madness. So I wouldn't mind sitting down and like seeing what he does right.
Yeah.
And just like what little things Bivol doesn't do, even though there isn't many of them.
Yeah.
But everyone's got openings somewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's a matter of finding it, I guess.
Yeah, because it was one of those things. It's like I thought Ramirez was going to have a lot more success being like the bigger man, like with bigger punches and all that kind of thing. And then you watch that fight and watch the Canelo fight, and it's like fucking hell. Like Canelo had way more, even though he didn't have much success. Still got beat by a unanimous decision, but he had way more success than Ramirez.
Yeah, a little
for
bit,
sure.
yeah. How big is that other fella, the Benavidez?
Belieb.
Yeah. Is he like Canelo size or is he
He's
bigger?
no. He's a little bit taller and he's
So he's like
quite.
Bivol size.
He's quite like stocky.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
like they're probably like height wise,
Wouldn't be much.
there wouldn't be
taller.
much between Bivol and Better Beef.
It'll be an interesting fight.
Yeah.
Let's see what gets made. If it gets made, we'll have to fucking do some
That's
breakdowns.
it, but we'll be on top of you with the news.
We will be. We will be.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going a little boxing this weekend, lads.
You are too.
I am,
That's
I
right. I
am.
nearly got to bring it up.
I don't know what the card's called. There's no Jamie's fighting.
Yep.
Some other bitch. Future Corpse, I believe her name is.
Jamie's opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Future Corpse and Job or something like that. I don't know.
I believe it's a Spanish name.
I don't know I think it might be Spanish. Yeah. I think she's just adopted from a Spanish family. So I don't know full details into it. I do know there's going to be a murder and who better to be there to clean it up.
And your boy.
And your boy. You'll probably be getting a call, Ned. Just grab them like shovels and whatever other shit.
Find the nearest lake.
Yeah. There's always a lake
Very
nearby.
covered.
There's always a lake nearby. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. I see Jamie winning by murder. It's gonna be sick.
Promoted by Ferocious Promotions. Is that
I
his
feel-
company?
I feel like he has 2 fighters on the bill,
Yeah.
something like that. It's some other company. I'm not sure. But
Maybe
yeah,
we get an exclusive word in from George.
I'm gonna do my best.
Although I'd much rather hear from Jim.
Me too. If I see Jim, I'm definitely gonna go let him know that the Eggplant Tornado podcast knows who the real ferocious Cambos is.
Mm-hmm.
We know
Not
it's
that
not
Hello
this
Kitty shit.
Hello Kitty fucking George fucking
Yeah.
Southpaw fucking bullshit. It might not go well, to be honest. I might get punched in the face.
Content's content, man.
Content is content. Probably not the best idea though, because I can kick and I will kick.
Yeah.
And I have Jamie with me who can box and kick. So
Yeah, that's also true.
probably wouldn't advise doing that, George. Just, let me say what I gotta say and
But yeah, the Eggplant boys are fucking making it out to some events.
it's gonna be fun. I
It's gonna be
just
fun.
want to go fucking have a word, George, see what he thinks about podcasts, see if he's heard of us.
Oh god.
Like we've had nothing but good things to say about him, so I'm like kind of disappointed coming from like, you know, an Australian boxer. You feel like he would support
poorly of someone?
never. You feel like he would support like an Australian podcast, and I feel it's disappointing that he hasn't. I feel like
We're fucking saints.
I might have to question him on it and just be like, you know, the boys in that. You know, you can boost our subscribers up from 12 to much higher. The boys in that.
To a whole 14.
Yeah, you give us a couple more. You and Ferocious Jim Cambosis.
Get him up there. Get him up there.
I feel like we're cruising into everybody's favorite segment, Ed.
We are cruising into everybody's favorite segment.
You want to take it away?
I'm gonna fucking take it away here.
You want to take it off, Ned?
I'm gonna take it off
Take
in
it off.
support of my newest favorite journalist, True Geordie,
Take it away.
and the accusations that were leveled at him during the week of going
Outrageous.
bald by heavyweight Tyson Fury,
Outrageous.
saying that he was Tyson Fury believes that he's bald by choice and that True Geordie doesn't have the choice after their disastrous interview. So here we go.
Ned's on it. He's got amongst it.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
I mean, we've gone from shitting on journalists to absolutely.
I've
Just-
started with shaving my head,
Well,
but it's
You got to do it for the journalists that are out there doing the real fucking work, asking the real fucking
The questions we needed, the
True
answers.
Geordie, king of the fucking journo.
The man, the myth.
If you are on YouTube,
All
and
by
you-
choice legend.
if you are on YouTube and you saw that fucking interview during the week and saw the absolute fucking tanty that Tyson Fury chucked after he was asked some questions that he didn't like,
He must be
good.
fucked up. Who doesn't know how to end a fucking FaceTime call? It's a big
that was the
red
best
button.
thing. That was like I'll
good.
remember that
So-
moment for like the rest of my life. Just him tapping at his phone like a geriatric 80-year-old in a retirement home. Like, how do you stop this?
I love that.
While we're here,
you got
something
called on
else
it.
to do with Fury that I will watch for the rest of my life.
Listen.
Just go on YouTube, people, and type in Tyson Fury uppercuts.
himself. yeah, absolutely.
That is one of the best things you will see.
He nearly
I think
smarts
that-
I
himself
can
out
watch
too, eh?
that
I think-
on loop
I
and
think
not
if you
get sick of
played
it.
that on a loop for 17 minutes, that would have been less embarrassing than the interview that he did. Because,
Yeah,
like,
it's bad.
if you sit there and watch it, True Geordie was like, yeah, he was asking him hard questions, but if he was giving him so much respect the whole
But
time,
true,
he's
yeah,
saying,
True
like, you're
Geordie
one of my
comes from
favorite.
being a massive fan.
Exactly. He's saying, you're
massive
one of my
fan.
favorite fighters. Like,
Yeah.
I respect boxing. I respect the sport. I respect you. And then was asking him, like, obviously, you know, like a harder line of questioning than he gets from all of the other media companies that gobble on his fucking
Asking him-
balls weekly.
Asking him questions, I believe, from the common man.
Yeah,
Just like what this fight podcast is designed for.
Exactly.
it is a fight podcast for the common man. And True Geordie might be the journalist for the common man.
Oh,
He
100%.
might be. I'd love to just pick that dude's brain for a while. I feel he'd be a real fucking interesting dude to talk to.
Oh, if you're True Geordie, real name Brian, I can't remember your last name, and you're fucking
Your
somehow
address
saying this.
is. We're not letting him
We
know
would
that.
we'd fucking love to have you on the fucking podcast, man. It'd be great.
Dude, we'd love to be on your podcast. I don't give
Oh,
a
it'd be
fuck.
amazing.
I mean, homie shaved his head just in support of,
Yeah.
you know, bald by choice.
Bald by Hashtag bald by choice.
Hashtag bald by
Well,
choice.
that's it. And well, not only did it spur me to fucking shave my head, it spurred me to start a bit of movement, bit of a fan club, boys. The FTFFC.
I'm in. I am in.
Fuck the Furies fan club. Because not only did that penis with fur around the top of it with ears have something to say during the week because, you know, he didn't like the line of questioning, his stupid fucking half model of a brother obviously had something to say about it as well because, like, why not? We need to get everybody's opinion on everything, even if they're fucking retards.
I don't like that dude, eh?
What did Fury call him again? It was like a bald-headed bearded tosser.
Yeah,
it
you
up, yeah.
bald-headed bearded tosser.
But apparently
Like,
called
does
him
he,
a good
does
lad
he
just
forget
before.
how he looked when
Exactly.
he fought Wilder?
Yeah.
Bald-headed bearded tosser.
Or how he looked on that phone call.
Yeah.
Bald head.
Tosser.
beard, tosser.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I feel like True Geordie says that. He's like, you know, calling the kettle black. Bloody hell. Which is like spot on. But then, yeah, came out with another just solo interview, maybe 2 days after, the day after, and just spoke about, like, look, I'm a massive Fury fan. I wasn't coming at him with, like, any type of questions that people shouldn't be asking.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he
Did-
acted like a fucking big baby that, like, yeah, someone had taken something if he's away from him.
Exactly. It's just because he didn't
He
fucking
literally
like it.
got asked, "Why are you fighting Chisora
Yeah.
for a third time when we'd all rather see you fight like AJ or you?"
And just went,
And he just,
oh,
"No, it's the third fight, bro."
No.
Okay.
His
Monday.
rationalization for it, right, was the fact that, like, True Geordie asked him the question, though, why are you fighting Chisora over somebody like AJ? And he goes, because Chisora took the fight. Because Chisora's got balls. And he's like, yeah, but did you give Chisora the same stipulations that you gave AJ and all that kind of thing? And he's like, I didn't have to. Like, you know, Chisora's the man. He just took the fight. Like, you're not actually answering the question. You're just saying things. Those are things that you're saying. Those are definitely words that don't mean anything. If you could remove yourself from your 7-day coke binge that you are consistently on.
Dude, Monday? He's on some shit, and I
That's
feel
gonna
like
be
his dad
the
goes it. There's no doubt
First
about it.
thing on a soundboard when we get
Monday? Gotta be. And then just like, can someone teach Tyson Fury how to hang up a fucking phone?
Oh,
It's
just fucking
literally
ridiculous.
No,
a
please.
red button.
No, please.
Don't actually, though, yeah.
No one show him how to hang up and just keep giving him interviews.
Yeah, someone smashed the
that
bottom
was so
half
good.
of his phone. So the button's just not even there anymore, and just hand him a broken top half. So he's just like, "How do you fucking cocksucking fucking piece of shit, cunt, fuck." Oh, fucking
Endosser.
But that's the thing as well. Like, if
he
you
was getting worn out by the end of
you
how
watch-
aggressive he was.
watch the whole interview.
I
you-
can't stand listening to that fucking Gypsy Queen.
I
talk for too
made
long.
myself all the way through it, and like, he's not in a good mood the whole time, like
No,
whatsoever. He's not inviting at any fucking point in time to True Geordie's questions, even when he's not asking him stuff that he doesn't like.
I feel like we spoke about it. What's his dad's name? John.
John.
Hasn't been able to get the hookups.
No.
He's been trying to get that good shit. He's just been able to get some pretty mediocre kind of cut. Not real nice.
No, that's it. Well, John had a big fucking like blow up and tried to like fist fight Tommy Fury's opponent at the press conference, the same one that Fury was asked about his fucking brother's shenanigans at. So obviously they're having some withdrawal symptoms over there at the Fury household.
They're stressing. It happens, guys. You should just like start smoking weed or something. Chill the fuck out. You know,
Someone give him a shipment.
give them a shipment.
Someone drop something off to the Furies, please.
Yeah.
We'll lock them up and detox the both of them because it's getting outrageous. These fucking interviews. I'm telling you. Like coming at our boy, True Geordie like that.
Oh.
Future Hall of Fame journalist.
100%.
You know, I went
Future
from
Pulitzer Prize winner.
not being a fan to just being a pretty big fan of this motherfucker just by the pure logic behind his questions and then just the able to back himself up against the heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah,
Just being
that's
like,
it.
look, you'd kick my fucking ass. It's fair. But like, fuck you at the same time.
Well, he also I watched because you said he did like a solo video where he talks about the Fury interview, and then he
listened to
does
that.
another one where he talks about the Tommy Fury, like people asking Tommy Fury questions about it and him responding at his press conference.
Yeah.
And one of Tommy Fury's comments was like, "Oh, well, he's never been in a fight in his life," kind of thing. And then True Geordie turns around and makes a real good fucking point of like, "Look, I've never been in a fucking sanctioned fight kind of thing, but I grew up where I did and I worked where I did for fucking, ages kind of thing. To say that I've never been in a fight is such a stupid fucking comment. And more to the point, to say that you haven't been in a fight so you have no right to comment on anything is like 99% of your fan base. So what?
Yeah.
Should 99% of your fan base then not be able to have any opinion on what you do because they've never been in a fight? That's
Yeah.
how being a fan of sports works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you don't generally, like, do it. That's why you're watching it.
Yeah, and you
because the
get, like,
people that
on
are doing
board.
it don't have time to watch it and be a fan.
But you get on board with like, it's the same as like, you're a football fan, aren't you? Like rugby league and that.
Oh, it's just about anything that's sport.
Yeah.
Like you get on board. Like I don't really watch much sport except for like boxing, UFC.
But you
shit
get
like that.
invested. You get passionate.
When I did, you get on board with the team and like you're with the team type thing. And it's the same as like fighters and shit, man. You get invested through their camps, you get invested throughout the whole process, and then just like to have someone that you're a fan of just shit on you.
Fighters complain about it more because it's just them in the spotlight. Whereas you look at like a footy team that you just mentioned,
full
kind of
teams
thing,
and
and somebody will just say, "Oh, the Bulldogs were shit this week." It's not to say that like this cunt fucked it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas in a boxing fight, it's literally just you. You're the fucking sole person.
Yeah.
If you did something bad,
Yeah, but
or
you still
wrong.
got fucking, thousands of people that fucking just idolize you.
Exactly.
I feel like you got to be some type of role model in that situation, and Fury is fucking far from that. I feel like they need to take.
yeah.
You think a bloke with like fucking 6 kids would behave a bit better?
Oh,
And he
bro.
just consistently contradicts himself. Like in
Yeah.
the interview, he literally, like, Geordie asks him, like, oh, you talk a lot about legacy and you talk a lot about this. And he goes, no, I don't. Like, I never mentioned that or anything like that. And he goes,
Belts don't matter to me.
exactly. And then Geordie turns straight around and goes, okay, but like, you say you're the greatest heavyweight of all time. And he goes, I am the greatest heavyweight of all time. I'll beat any man born from his mother. And it's like, those are two contradicting statements. You can't say you don't care about legacy, then say you're the greatest of all time, because that's
It's a
legacy.
bit backwards, yeah.
You're on drugs.
Good ones at that, I feel too.
Yeah, decent ones. Like, he's on like top tier shit, but drugs all the same.
And like Frank Warren's that old that like what he says just like sounds like it makes sense to Frank. Frank's like, yes, Tyson, yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, Fury's fucking out of control.
Frank Warren looks like somebody
Fuck
tried
Frank
to
Warren.
run over a tomato and then like realized they need it, so they like sort of put it back in their veggie display kind of thing.
Yeah.
Every time I
Just all
see
red, squashed, fucking got a little bit of tuft on top.
it reminds me of like some cunt going for like the Guinness, like going in the Guinness Book of World Records for making like their eyes pop out their head.
Like what I can do, like blow out or something. The puffer fish things, eh?
He constantly looks like, have you guys seen, you guys have seen Blade, the movies?
Yeah.
There's a scene in Blade where he's laying on like a surgical table and Wesley Snipes refused to open his eyes for some reason, so they CGI'd open eyes onto him. That's what Frank Warren looks like at all points in time. It looks like his eyes are computer generated just onto his face.
Onto his fucking head. Oh, that's top tier.
Just walking around.
Never trust anybody with beady little fucking eyes like that.
No, you don't.
Fucking scum.
It's scientifically proven that you never trust someone with beady little eyes.
No.
Tell you who else you don't trust, Ned.
Who?
People that don't go to Instagram, Twitter,
Don't trust someone with 2
YouTube.
first names, mate.
Master of the Segway.
Facebook,
He invented it.
Spotify,
Didn't exist before him.
Apple Podcasts. I mean, we're everywhere.
At Eggplant Tornado Podcast on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
The Eggplant Tornado Podcast on Facebook and YouTube.
Follow, subscribe, like, share. I don't even care if you share, actually. Just do all the other shit.
Get us
Probably
out there
comment
if you
or
share,
something
but just
too.
hit that subscribe button and that bell. That's all
Yeah.
that fucking matters at the end of the day. Ring a ding ding.
Help us. Help you.
Enjoy yourselves.
That's it.
Yeah.
Solid app, boys. Well,
Good
We
one.
did. It's nice to be back.
it's good to have you back.
Mm.
Good to have a bit of structure in our lives, eh, for him.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Thursday.
Winging it.
Thursday, we haven't got anything planned yet.
I don't think we're gonna plan anything. I feel like we might just come in here,
Just fucking wing it.
hit record. I'm
See what
sure
happens.
between the three
shit.
of us, we could find some shit to talk about.
Something will come up.
I mean, we've done it successfully, you and I, and you and I. So why not you and I and you and I and you and I and you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's like
What about why not all the you and I's?
That makes
there's
three.
all of us.
It makes three of you watching, Jeff.
Jeff.
Three.
Floyd, get
Yeah.
that extra bloke to count for you.
Yeah,
mate.
it's you fucking got somebody cool.
I am excited though. I am excited. Ladies and gentlewomen, at the end of the day, just remember, don't get your dick in a twist. Peace.
El Gabriel, Journos.